So yeah, Knight of Mirror in the semifinal, you said it. Czech coming from Group A, where he was with Fly, Orkwalker and So-In, and LawLiet making it through Group B with Focus, Infi, and Xiao KK. And yeah, you said it. LawLiet is the favorite here, according to our stats. That is absolutely correct. Czech at around about 50% win rate in Knight of Mirror. LawLiet 62. So according to the numbers, quite one-sided. Also, the stats against each other at the moment, it's 31-15 in favor of LawLiet. Also, Farside predicts a 68% win chance for LawLiet. So the numbers spell disaster for Czech. But we saw that LawLiet can be quite nervous when it comes to later stages of a tournament. And that could definitely be the case here.
Especially when LawLiet was on fire, which he seems to be kind of, I think, after the group stage. He seemed to me like an incredibly powerful Knight of Mirror player. 62% doesn't sound too amazing, but that oftentimes in Mirror can be a little low. If Turbozau is watching right now, I would like to see if you can tell me who the player with the highest Knight of Mirror win rate is.
It's Remind.
Okay,
sure.
never mind. Neo got me covered.
I'm pretty sure it's like around 70%. Let me check that. Warcraft3.info is the greatest page for stats. Once again, thank you, David and Turbozau, of course, who are providing these stats for us. Remind in Knight of Mirror is 65%. Okay, so a little lower than I expected, but still the highest rate.
Yes, that's still pretty damn good. People in chat are already saying Dryads and Mountain Giants, and I know you have a special little place in your heart for Mountain Giants. I must say they're pretty cool. Of course, they're no match for Tauren, but I'm gonna give you, I'm gonna give you that they're pretty cool.
Especially since they can attack air if they grab a tree, right?
You're confusing guys, new viewers every time you see that.
I know.
They can't, guys. They can't. That's really cool. In this matchup exclusively, they have sometimes their right of existence against talent play. That's going to also be a very interesting dynamic. The guy going talents will oftentimes have an expansion coming up. No, never mind. Will have to attack against the guy with the Mountain Giants. If it's too many Mountain Giants, you can't do anything anymore. But it's only like 2. Maybe you can still do something. So, guys, if you're not too much in the loop with Asian Night of versus Night of, don't fret. This is not all about Bear Mirror. This is very rarely about Bear Mirror. This is our first Night of versus Night of, actually, in this tournament, despite how many Night Ofs we were starting with.
Exactly. Here we see LawLiet on stream, and if he wins this tournament, I have to follow his lead and color my hair red, so that is still on the line.
Another reason to cheer for this guy, as if we didn't have enough.
He blessed us with his presence on stream a lot. His English is pretty decent and always entertaining. He plays his heart out when he's in shape, and let's see. Every time we are with him, he plays great. WCA 2015, 3rd place. WCA 2016, 2nd place. GCS 2017, 1st place. We will see about that. On the other side, we have Czech, who is here with his family, wife. I don't know if it's a wife or just girlfriend, fiance, whatever. And his little child, 1.5 years old. Pretty damn cute. LawLiet, as you can see, defeated Focus, defeated Xiao KK, and was the winner of the final GCS qualifier. The last chance qualifier where he defeated WFZ 3-2 in the finals. His win percentage against Night Elf on Netty is 64%, so even a little higher than it is in pro competition. And there we see him.
Having a little trouble breathing there. Maybe he was enjoying some chocolate bars as well, like us.
I think he was coughing just.
The man with the red hair, different hair color. Every event it seems. And here is the oldest player we have in this tournament. He has been active in the Warcraft 3 scene almost since the very, very beginning. He has had ups and downs. He is not the most consistent, but if he is on point, he can beat anyone.
Exactly. GCS Fall was his last appearance here in Shanghai, and damn was he strong in that tournament. One of the most impressive players in that tournament, actually. for me, at least, in the group stages, especially, than making it pretty damn far into the lower bracket. I'm not sure if semifinal, I think round 2 only, but that was way more than expected. And yeah, we saw him smiling there, and it seems to be like he must be such a funny guy. He barely talks English, but every time he says something, which is quite rare, everybody is laughing.
Yeah.
So everybody likes him. And now the two Koreans have to face each other. It's going to be the second Korean in the semifinal right after Focus. And it would be a massive surprise if Czech does it. He's been around for such a long time and never really won a big tournament. His way through the group stage was to defeat So-In 2-0, Orc Worker 2-0, and So-In again. Oh no, he lost to So-In first, then Orc Worker, then So-In.
It started with So-In actually, where I made a bit of money off him. I was in the So-In camp along with LawLiet, betting on the Orc.
Yeah. And his Netty's win rate versus Nighter, 43% only. That's really bad.
Yeah, unfortunately it is.
So as we said, the numbers spell disaster for the old uncle. But maybe his experience will lead him to victory. Everything is possible in Night of Mirror. It's so hard to predict what's going to happen. Who's going range? Who's going melee with bears? Who's going early tier 1 or tier 2 action? Items play a big factor here in Night of Mirror, especially a Vamp Aura. Then do you go for Keeper of the Grove? Do you go for Naga? What are your preferences there? Twisted is banned for Czech. Echo Owls is banned for LawLiet, and we start on AZ.
All right. AZ, in the European scene at least, a map where we see, or where we saw rather, a lot of bears, but again, I remind you, this has changed. Czech, we thought, oh man, if this starts by him losing 2-1 in the first round against So-In, this may not be working out too well for him at all. But in the lower bracket, he was convincing, moving through in second place in Group A. And LawLiet, he hasn't lost a map so far, being 4-0 against Shao, KK, and Focus. Both my favorite series, I think, of the group stages against Focus. That game was just a breathtaker.
Yeah, unbelievable.
All the way through. And
I would rather go for the series of TH versus Moon as the series of the group stage, but that's a super close runner-up for me. Basically, yeah, a preference, and since an awesome Orc vs. Night Elf is so rare, I give it to you. This is okay. As you said, LawLiet, the second player from the group stage who has a 4-0 record. The first one who had that record is out. That was Fly from the easiest group we had there. Group B, maybe the second easiest, but at that point, it's pretty hard to say. Demon Hunter for LawLiet, who's starting in blue on the bottom left. On the other side, we have a Demon Hunter on Czech's side as well. And they both go for an Engine of War right next to the laboratory. The positions are a little different, more aggressive for LawLiet, a little more passive for Czech. So, of course, the thing that comes to mind here at this Renegade Wizard spot, will someone deny the big creep?
Please not again. Guys, we are in the round of 8. Please stop denying creeps. You know, if it's in the late game and you're multitasking, you're like harassing with Demon Hunter and creeping at the same time, I can forgive that. But if it's your first camp, you have nothing. Please don't make me sad. Please don't. But aside from that, in the early game here, aside from denying creeps, one other big deal could be item drops. If one guy gets Circlet plus Slippers, that can be such a big head start for early game trading, and he can receive map control and keep it for a long time pretty damn easily. Can be a bit of RNG involved. The Agility Tome for the Light and the Gloves of Haste on the other side. We have the Ring only for Czech.
Yeah, Czech seems to be a little slower. Very early Huntress roll for LawLiet. This is usually a European style, but the Koreans, they don't do that much. Czech gets the Slippers of Agility here with the Ring of Protection +2. Not the greatest, not the worst, but definitely better, I think, than Gloves and Cloak. Well, therefore, Cloak can be cool at some point if you use it well. And almost the first blood here, but nice save by Czech.
3 HP. Calculated. Alright, so who's going to take first? Should certainly be Czech with him not getting the Hunter's Hall, but he's not far ahead at all. He's skipping out on... I want to say a mover, but that's not even true. So LawLiet actually being pretty fast, and how well can he make use of this Hunter's Hall? The two Demon Hunters were battling it out in the middle, and seems like the items do favor LawLiet, which surprised me. He gets the Wisp kill here as well.
Could also be RNG with evasion.
That's true. That's true. And
big
damage rolls. Yeah.
Exactly, the big damage rolls. Here we see evasion working. Circlet for Czech, and with that, LawLiet doesn't want to fight this anymore. There is no Hunter's Hall for Czech. But he only started tier 2 now. A little faster than LawLiet, so there is quite some time for the Hunter's Hall there.
And with LawLiet going for hunts already, he's pretty much committing to bears though, isn't he?
Yeah. Very early tell for Czech, but I think AZ is a fairly normal bear mirror map. I think the chances on Last Refuge or AI are way higher to see something else.
Next clue.
Yeah, but he got a Tome of Agility, and the other side Mental of Intelligence, which was also not that nice for him.
And a circlet here probably, and a Dust of Appearance. What we saw in AZ lately quite a bit was the Shredder push, with a Naga second and a lot of archers. With Huntresses, that is a lot less likely. But should you face a Shredder push, those Huntresses can be very, very nice. And a lot of archers here for Czech. How many is he going for? 7 archers. There is no bears for him.
Definitely range. Or, as you mentioned, the Shredder push. The Huntress pretty good against that, so maybe it's just preparing for that Shredder push. Oh, there's the Huntress Hall for Czech.
Players' forces are under attack.
He's gonna transition into bears with... Oh, he cancels the archers. Okay.
Still he has 5. Usually 4 is the critical mass.
But I think it's okay when your opponent went into Huntresses, which also aren't too great in the real late game. Interesting. It looks like, I would assume, Czech wanted to go for a Shredder push with a lot of archers. Then he saw the Huntresses, knew that they're too good against that, and then cancelled the archers, and Plan B went into the Huntress Hall.
Yeah. Second Huntress Hall, second Huntress on the field. That's the last he will build, most likely since... Oh, nice Snipe of the Renegade with a Berserker here. So, if this is a Vamp Aura, then Bears will be tremendous. But with the Magi, definitely not what he wanted to go for. Demon Hunter level 3.
And once again, perfect lightning shield usage if he doesn't lose the Huntress, which he won't. Well done. LawLiet playing this well so far, but taking a lot of damage here on his hunts, but so much experience for him.
Yeah, and doesn't deny anything. Boom, level 3.5 for his Demon Hunter, half a level ahead of Czech.
Lost 1 Huntress. Oops. But I think for such a big camp, that's okay.
Yeah.
And with them getting worse and worse anyways. Tier 3 for him. On its way at the 2 lures and Keeper of the Grove. In the middle of the map, Agent of War sees the opponent's demon. Comparing the inventories, they are fairly even, but certainly Czech has the better one.
Yeah, the Slippers and the Circlet, they make the difference here. LawLiet sold Lore of the Magi, doesn't keep it for the Keeper of the Grove. Keeper of the Grove for Czech, by the way, a lot earlier than it is for LawLiet.
I'm sorry, I was talking for 5 minutes how, don't worry guys, this isn't gonna be Bear Mirror, and boom, we started with a Bear Mirror.
I mean, on AZ, that's fairly normal. Nice little move by Czech here to have a safer creep, but LawLiet is right in his face. Mana Burn exchange, first creep is already gone, and I think LawLiet got it. I'm not too sure about that, but the big Taskmaster is going for Czech. Wand of Illusion in Bear Mirror, a game-winning item.
This is so amazing, and he used it right away for scouting.
LawLiet has to be super careful. If the Keeper of the Grove is fast enough, you can get a few pickup with Entangle.
He's faster than the Berserker. Oh, but nice, he has a Wisp in
Yeah,
position
really
to
cool.
dispel against it. That's really cool. Now he has his own Keeper. And
This is a risky creep spot for LawLiet, though. He knows that there's Entangle, he knows that there's a lot of archers, he knows that there's quite a strong Demon Hunter.
he's gonna have slightly faster Dryads, though the first one coming out at the moment. They're being very cautious here with who engages first.
Super fast tier 3 by LawLiet.
Oh yeah.
Like half attack ahead. And that means Orb, that means faster Bears.
These creeps, of course, give a lot of experience. forces both level 3 already. Again using the Wand of Illusion. I'm not the biggest fan. But I guess if we can get the experience here, it's worth it.
Yeah.
Picks up the next item that's essentially wards. And the Hunters here should be an easy kill. Oh, nice. He already has the Abolish, but still the Hunter's gonna die. Demon Hunter dropping very low here for check. The other demon getting bashed by the creeps. That's pretty unlucky. Next Entangle coming in. He has a Dispel, but still the damage will be good enough to get the kill. He forces the TP, but gets 2 units for it.
Saves the Berserker though, and the units are pretty disposable that LawLiet lost there. I mean, he has 2 Dryads out, he doesn't need more. Bears are on the way. Master Training should be finished already. Oh. What
Yeah.
are you owing about?
I didn't even realize that the Berserker was saved. Good
Yeah.
staff there. Thought that one was dead.
A player's forces
And
are
over the
under
next
attack.
big creep here goes towards him. And if he gets the Scourge Bone Shines in a Bear Mirror game, that is certainly very, very nice.
Good thing for Check though, he's closer to level 2 with his Keeper of the Grove, so Thorns Aura and Bear Mirror is absolute key. Rune Braces will be sold again, so the items will not decide this game here. Thorns Aura is basically a Vamp Aura the other way around, so the higher level Thorns Aura is pretty important in this.
A player's forces are
Seems like he wants to get level 4 Demon though. It's also going to be a nice upgrade for him. Double Bears now coming out for LawLiet. Rejuvenation exactly when it is needed. And damn, Keeper is almost level 3 already. Check.
Bear Master Training is done for LawLiet a little later than I expected. He went for 2 bears before Master, but same goes for Check.
Well, it's a pretty dangerous creep check. Is Check running south right away? Not really here. He's taking a little bit longer. He's going to be too late to do anything about the Rock Golem, and he's already down, dropping the Scroll of the Beast. LawLiet not very fortunate with his items here.
Cupid picks this up. His level 2 has Thorns Aura, but still creeps fighting here. 3 bears for LawLiet. 2 bears only for Check, but the stronger heroes, Entangle and Ensnare there. Demon Hunter is quite low. Might be a town portal here. There is no staff on the Keeper.
First Bears dropping low will be saved via the staff, however, of course. First Bear in the front lines for Check is dropping low as well. Does he have a staff? Yes, he does. It is on his Keeper of the Grove. And Archers are going to start dying, but they're not too important really. It's all about the bears, and LawLiet has to use the TP to save those bears.
That's the second TP in a bit, and even the Engine of War couldn't help him here. But to be honest, if Check does not go to check the shop and goes directly for the 6 o'clock gold mine, that is a lot worse. Like, he could lose the game right there.
He got the item, which wasn't very good, but it is still good money for 200 gold. Sold at 600 gold now in the bank account for LawLiet. Upgrade-wise, how are we looking? LawLiet not yet starting those upgrades, and 0-0 on Check side as well, but 1-0 is in.
Heal Scroll and Protection Scroll for the Keeper of the Grove. LawLiet most likely do the same. At least the Heal Scroll is super good. Protection Scroll not really necessary, but if it goes through and it's not dispelled, then it's actually a big difference. So I wonder if he does the same. Another Tome of Agility here. Demon Hunter quite good. 31 versus 27. That's 4 agility ahead.
Yeah, exactly. I really don't like that he wasn't solo creeping his Keeper here and still was creeping with his DH. Wisp saw where Check was. Does he, with that safety, feel safe to go for the red camp? Not quite.
Yeah, it's interesting how it's a level 4 Demon Hunter for LawLiet and a level 3 Keeper. So they prioritize this differently. I think Check prioritizes this better. We have a Zeppelin though. And Zeppelins are really, really good in Mirror. You can keep the focus of units with that. You can save units into the back. Use Rejuvenation, send them back in. And Check, does he have its own? No, not yet.
Moving forward here, gets an entangle. This archer will fall. Only an archer.
Yeah, speaking of archers, it's still a lot of archers here. It was 4, now it's 3, of course, but still that's 8 supply, now 6 supply that are not bears. And usually the only unit that matter in Bear Mirror, that's why it's called that, is bears.
Of course, you want at least one Dryad to get rid of Reju
Yeah.
and the entangle as well. And that's something, by the way, that the Zeppelin can be very helpful with. You use Reju on your demon, pop him into the Zeppelin, and then it can't be dispelled unless the opponent is incredibly fast with it.
We see the first upgrades. It's 1-1 for LawLiet. It's 1-0 for Check. A lot of stuff is queued. He will catch up in a bit, but 2-1 is already coming. Once again, I do not understand why they go for 2-1 first and not for 1-2. But alright, oh, the Zeppelin. Good damage by, and good catch by Check.
Is that enough? Found another agility tome for this demon. Now it is +5 from tomes. So who's gonna break upkeep first? Nobody yet. We only have upgrades, upgrades, upgrades. And what are we at the moment? 2-1 for LawLiet. Only 1-0 right now, but that's gonna change in a... just changed a second ago. 1-1 now for check. Finds a sentry ward here, D-warded with a dust. I think it might be worth considering going into upkeep and then trying to go for the red camps. And by the way, something we have to remember, there's no TP on either side. If there's an opportunity for a Doom drop with a Zeppelin, that could end the game.
Yeah. Czech is really far behind in upgrades. He's only going for Ultra Vision now. That means 2-1 will happen in like 1.5 minutes, while LawLiet is already on the way to 2-2 and it's close to completion. They're halfway through. I think he can be pretty confident about a fight here if he finds a good position. The Keeper is at level 3, he caught up, he has a Demon Hunter advantage. The items are pretty much the same. There's an Invo Potion on the one Demon Hunter and then a big healing potion on the second, but apart from that, and Czech has the disadvantage with all the archers in the army.
And now LawLiet.
That is risky, man!
He's going into upkeep though, so he's gonna have a lot of bears. 4 are queued already. The first 2 are gonna join his party very shortly, and Czech is gonna go into upkeep now himself, pumping out those bears as much as he can.
A player's forces are under attack.
Go 2-1, not even halfway. Is he going for 3? No, that would be too ambitious. Very expensive the third upgrade is. So he's getting a bit of experience here from the rock golem. A lot of bears, of course, easy to creep with them. 3 wisps are coming. I really like that against the roar.
Oh yeah, that can be such a big difference maker.
And especially against the scroll protection as well. There are 2 bears for LawLiet, not in the army. They're parked here at the former Murloc spot. Another Zeppelin coming in. Maybe they pick them up. But they are not in the fight. LawLiet without 8 supply.
And the Wisps coming in if he doesn't have the roar either. This should be Czech's fight to win. Wisps not detonating, however. Here come the bears now finally. Staff, the first one has been used by Czech. And here comes Zeppelin. Can that one make a big difference? Already using it to save some of the bears. So far, none of them have died, but LawLiet's going to lose the first one. Here comes Scroll of Protection as well. Demon Hunter, low HP here. He's getting entangled. Has to use the invul here, perhaps uses it, and will survive with it as well. He is now being healed up, I think, in the Zeppelin. And he's dropping in the back once again. Demon Hunter in decent health conditions. Everything is dropping low here on both sides. The archers are, of course, falling pretty damn quickly. Entangle has been dispelled. We have 4 bears, I think, on both sides.
Oh, that micro, man! LawLiet has 4 herd bears in that Zeppelin. Insane saves, and the Demon Hunter will be next. He has to be careful that the Keeper doesn't let him crash and burn now. Entangled there. Can he dispel it? No, so he has to run away from that fight because his own Demon Hunter is super exposed and dies! Level 4, and now the pendulum swings. He has no time to heal them up. One bear can be easily entangled or surrounded. Here we go. Another kill. Czech does it so well despite having a major supply disadvantage. This is it, man. 4 herd bears. Look at the micro.
That was sick. Holy crap. If not for the Zeppelin, this game would probably be over.
Yeah, but Czech has a heal scroll now. Stolen from LawLiet's shop. More bears streaming in.
Oh, LawLiet.
And LawLiet needs time. He needs so much time. The Demon Hunter is gone. He's benched for such a long time. The main DPS dealer. And yeah, Lucy, nice concave there. Bear immediately dead.
LawLiet has so many bears. He may still be able to win this fight, even without a demon. It's solo experience, by the way, for the Keeper of the Grove. Good micro, though, keeps 1 bear alive here. Check. There's no more Dryads. On LawLiet's side, he can make use of Reju now so damn well. He has 1 more Dryad here, actually, now, finally. Demon on the front lines is in trouble, has an invul, will have to pop it here, perhaps, and there we go. And suddenly, uh-oh, where did all those bears come from for Czech? It seems like he has the upper hand now in all regards. So many bears falling for LawLiet. Down to only 32 supply. It's gonna get worse. Level 4 for his Keeper of the Grove. Heals up with a healing potion. Has to retreat back to the Moonwells. But there's barely any juice left for him. Has to sip once again and does so. Demon Hunter getting entangled. Can he get the counter kill? Does he need this kill? I think he may need this kill. But the staff! Half a second after the entangle.
So important, man. The Demon Hunter is still benched and Czech is finding a good time to retreat here, losing 1 bear. That's okay, but the old uncle, 31, as we said, prevails in the first massive fight of this semi-final. And what a sign of strength that was. But the 2 bears that were parked here,
Player's forces are
maybe,
under attack.
do you think it was on purpose? so he could bring them into the fight later when a few bears were hurt. I don't know, because it was a pretty narrow position there. I don't think so, though.
That would be very weird. Certainly be next level.
Yep.
2-2 upgrades here now for Czech. For LawLiet, we have 2-2 as well, but only 32 supply man against 14-9.
Demon Hunter is close to level 5 for Czech, and he gets another heal scroll, if I'm not mistaken. At least he has one. And Tangle again, no TP, but just a mana burn exchange for now. Nice. Until the bear being dispelled immediately, so he has to concentrate on at least one more Dryad. I think gets rid of the Reacher there. 49 supply versus 36 with empty Moon Juice. How is he supposed to win this?
He can't win a fight right now. Maybe he can force his opponent to overextend, going for the Demon Hunter once again, but the Entangle is not enough damage to get a kill. And once again, we have Reach getting dispelled quickly. The Zeppelin coming in for the save and will save the Keeper as well. He's so low HP though, man. Needs to be so careful, but so does the Demon for Czech. Can't really engage too easily anymore. 2 Dryads against 0 once again. Czech has no Dryads to be worrying about on his opponent's side. All the heroes here seem to be very low HP. Needs to be careful. Zeppelin once again as the Medivac needs to be the hero to save the Demon Hunter for LawLiet. Both demons battling it out. And inside the Zeppelin he goes. Oh my god. Oh my
nice
god.
rejuvenation. Level 5 on the Demon Hunter for Czech is killing more and more bears. Keeper is dead for LawLiet. He types GG. And Czech wins map number 1.
All right, that Demon Hunter kill. And I think that all came down to, did LawLiet in that big engagement only have 1 Dryad? Either that, or he lost his second one early. Because when that Entangle killed him, he didn't have mana anymore for the Dispel. And when you're locked down for 3 seconds and you have 2/2 bears with Roar wailing away at you, you just die so fast. Yeah. And he had so many bears, it almost looked like he could hold on long enough, even without the demon, but suddenly everything for him just died.
Yeah, man, when a Demon Hunter is gone, then that's basically a win. I mean, yeah, Rudin can make it work, like the anomaly in Night of Mirror, where I certainly don't know why he wins that much. But apart from that, that's definitely a win. Or you can stall some time, but that wasn't the case. Czech immediately being aggressive again, knew, okay, I have so much time here with the Demon Hunter being benched. You cannot win even with Moon Juice. Impossible.
But speaking of Moon Juice, he was going towards the base, and he could have retreated all the way back to his Moonwells, but he engaged a little outside of the Moonwell range, and then they still had juice, so he could have bought more time and forced Czech to engage even closer in. Yeah. But he went out, I think he saw like, oh, you have 3 bears, I have 6 bears, I can look for that fight. But then more and more bears, reinforcements.
You know, there's one guy who is way more knowledgeable about Night of Mirror than I am, so I give up my chair, and we get some French flavor in this cast again.
Right. Sit to the left.
So.
What's the next map? The next map, we don't know. But as far as the bands went, it was, goddamn, what was it? Twisted, Czech band Twisted,
and EI from
LawLiet. Yeah. So does that tell you something about the mindset of what these players want and don't want to play?
Well, Czech is a very aggressive player. As you see, tried to pull Archer push. So I can understand why he banned TM, because it's too big of a map.
Okay.
So you probably want to try that again. I don't know.
Come a little closer. You see, camera. Oh, here, over here. People can see you.
Yeah. But man, I think LawLiet should stop playing with fire, because at the end you end up getting burned, right? Zeppelin, you know, he could have retreated way before that point, right?
What do I do?
So TS.
Traditional bear mirror map as well, especially in Europe.
Yeah, but we're not in Europe, so
we're not in Europe.
On NetEase recently, I mean not recently, but for maybe the past year, more and more it has been a fast expansion. On TS.
Yeah. I've seen
Night of Mirror.
Yeah, with natural creep, lightning shield use, and sometimes getting punished really hard with the Demon Hunter staff in.
So it's interesting to see. I think LawLiet is going to go for an expansion, and Czech probably mass entrances, POTM mass entrances. He likes to play Priestess of the Moon, so.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that's different from Bear Mirror.
Yep.
I know you like it a lot, but
yeah, when we were getting ready to get into the game, I was saying for 5 minutes. Don't worry, guys. This is not Europe. You don't have to fear bear mirror too much. And don't we start with a bear mirror?
Well, Foggy luckily has like a mixed style. He can play whatever he likes.
Yeah.
Shout out to Watcher Fridge.
If he's still watching somewhere, doing his studies. So
nice little panel from the Chinese team.
It seemed like LawLiet was in a decent shape to fight there, but something that Neo pointed out that I didn't even see was that there was 2 bears missing throughout the entire fight for LawLiet, which were like parked where the Murlocs used to be. And
in the last fight?
Where he lost the demon.
Yeah.
And also, I think he lost one of his dryads early, so in the end he couldn't dispel the entangle anymore. So when you're at 50 supply, 1 dryad might be good enough, but when you go into higher, you need 2 dryads. Right?
And now it's common for players to go straight to 2 dryads in Bear Mirror. Because if you only get 1 and dies right away, the first hit is very important when you engage with like 1 dryad, 2 heroes, and 2 archers. Yeah. The first dryad hit is very important. If you lose your dryad, then the keeper can kill all the archers and everything.
2 archers is pretty greedy though, isn't it? Don't they go more usually?
In Europe, before we would play only 1 archer. Sometimes.
Those greedy Europeans.
Greedy night elves. So game is paused. Is it normal?
Yeah, it's normal. They always load into the game,
okay.
Pause, and then wait for production. Here we see it once again, the bans and the first map win for Czech. This is best of 5, guys, as of course all games here today in the round of 8. The upper part of the bracket has already been concluded. TH and Focus made it through. We have 4 guys left in the lower part. LawLiet and Czech, and later on also the finish of the day. We're going to have Foggy versus Romantic. Here we see LawLiet. Yeah, we were saying it before. The numbers seem to favor LawLiet here in most regards. But Czech takes the lead. You say he's a very aggressive player, despite his age, one might say. He still has.
Is there a relation between the aggressiveness and the age?
I mean, usually you get more relaxed the older you get, don't you? Have you been getting more aggressive, passion the older you got?
No. I'm not aggressive anyway, so. Okay, so as I said, probably Priestess of the Moon for Czech. As you can see, there is no Ancient of War. And for LawLiet, just standard, so no fast expansion for now.
Wow, dude, you have like the perfect calls. I'm so glad we brought you in here as the Night of Expert. And that's pretty cool. Of course, we always enjoy seeing something else, and it is going to be the pot of boom.
Okay. So you control the
I
camera,
control
okay.
the camera, yeah.
So I can chill a bit.
I won't give you that
burden.
That burden, yeah. So no fast expansion creep though by LawLiet. Is this safe play by him, expecting pot
I think we talked earlier. Actually, Czech was. We're all 3 together, and we were just joking. Yeah, Czech is a good Priestess of the Moon player, and LawLiet was like, no, he's very bad. So I think even if we're joking, he knows that he likes to play Priestess of the Moon on this map. So better not creeping that spot. It's too greedy. I mean, the gold mine.
The Koreans are all in the same practice room together, and I was watching them earlier practice, and LawLiet was practicing random. Czech wasn't practicing at all because they didn't want to show,
of course,
the opponent what they were going to do. I guess
a lot of mind games going on.
And here, perfect lightning shield once again. When you're a Night Elf, that always feels good to see, right?
Yep.
How good do you feel when you see the natural creep here at the gold mine happening, and you get all 5 of that?
Yeah, it feels good. But I saw yesterday some Night of, I don't know, maybe Moon last hit on Amazonia.
We saw that a lot yesterday.
Yeah. So far so good for LawLiet. Close of attack.
Yeah. Not denying anything. Good. Mantle of Intelligence as well. Potem, what does she have first? Searing Arrows here, it would seem. Gonna start harassing the Wisps. So what's the game plan here for Czech? What needs to happen for him to, be in a good position?
Make sure that LawLiet uses all of his moon juice as soon as possible. So when the push comes, the moon wells are empty.
So you want to attack with like 40 supply.
As soon as you get like 2 entrances, you bring them in the base of LawLiet and start kicking the wisps.
Okay.
Just you know you won't be able to kill them, but just try to make LawLiet use his Moonwell.
But at some point, certainly this Potter needs to find levels as well, right?
Yeah, of course. I think it's gonna be probably shop creeping, then the Merc, and maybe you push at 50 or even 60 supply. But it's like, of course, it's 100% all in. But it's deadly. It's very, very strong with like 3 or 4 glaive throwers. So we'll see how it goes.
Dryads are very strong though against Huntresses. So your goal would be to push before too many Dryads are out.
Yeah, I mean, I usually counter this with something else than Dryad, like probably many archers and the Panda with range upgrade and probably 1 or 2 glaives in my base. Because if you have a good line of entrances and 3 or 4 glaives with level 3 Priestess of the Moon, Dryads are just meat, you know? They're very easily killed.
Okay. Well, it's gonna creep up here on the other side of the map with the Ancient of War. Last hit. Nope.
That's already very, very good for LawLiet.
He has also found the Slippers of Agility, taken it away from his opponent.
Good items, it will be level 3 without any problem, I think.
And so far it seems like Czech hasn't been able to do much in this early game and has been controlled by this demon. Gonna get the next little creep here. Gauntlets also not too bad, a little bit more HP. Could use the staff here soon to port towards the northern side of the map, and finally Czech will creep the Merc camp here for his level.
Yep. Did you get the boots? Alliance? No. I feel like it's very important, especially against entrances, to get boots of speed.
I will never visit you with boots of speed.
I know you won't. Okay, so shitty item for Czech here.
For him.
Best item would be the
Scroll of the Beast.
Yeah, Scroll of the Beast. Thank you. And expansion setting up pretty soon. That wisp.
Okay, something that of course LawLiet will need to scout for. At the moment, what's he doing? In his main base, we have an AP coming up, fearing the push. There is...
So LawLiet has 2 choices now. Either going for a Panda and try to creep it as fast as possible, or just sticking with the solo Demon Hunter. And I believe... Oh, we cannot check the spells, but I believe he picked the evasion level 2, right? Would make sense.
Yeah, it would make sense. Against Bottom, the mana burn doesn't really do too much. Good. Illusion Scout. I think he saw the Tree of Life. It is nighttime. I'm not sure that he has... Does he have...
Oh,
yeah, he does.
okay. He will go for mass glaive throws with probably Zeppelin abuse.
Oh, yeah.
Good idea.
Can
I mean,
you
he can
still,
go
like,
this or fast bears.
Can you like still put them on the high ground?
Behind
Or was that patched out a while ago?
I don't know. I know it's possible to put towers on Last Refuge. Behind the gold mines. Top left, yeah. Because
Staff north from the Demon Hunter. Is he going to be able to cancel this Tree of Life? Already has 700 HP, but this demon does have pretty good rifle damage. He's
yeah,
going to
should
lose one
be
archer for this.
definitely doable.
So he needs a lot of hits here. He may have to use the TP if he gets surrounded.
It's worth it, I think. Don't you think?
Probably, especially since the staff is going to be ready again later,
Because
so he shouldn't be in trouble.
Priestess of the Moon and Entrances works because there is an expansion. Without expansion, it's terrible if you don't push.
You either have to finish the game quick or have to get the expansion. And
so now Czech is in a terrible
Reaver.
position.
Yeah.
Because it's too late for push, and the expansion is cancelled, so what is he gonna do, you know?
In the main base he can't crack this, no way.
No.
There's an AP already, there's gonna be
It's
4 glaives. Yeah, this is... Some pro players, if they were co-casting with me, they would say, right, this is GG, and then all of the tension would be out, but it's not over yet. Of course, it's looking bad for Czech.
No, it's probably 90% GG already. Sorry to spoil it, but...
Don't do that to me now. We have Winds, Ancient of Winds, coming up for Czech in the main base. What is this, Fairy Dragons?
Yeah, could be, but I don't see any shop, so... If he doesn't forget the shop, then it's Fairy Dragons.
I didn't even know you shot Fairy Dragons.
Yeah, you do.
Night Elf's so hard. You have to make so many buildings.
Yeah, you have a lot of things to consider. That's why I think Night Elf is difficult to race. Nor maybe I saw
Players'
Rudan
forces are under
against
attack.
some Night Elf yesterday. I watched a replay, and the guy played Entresses and Archer with Priests of the Moon, and they double win with Mass Talents. So maybe it's the same here.
It's gonna be nothing yet. Demon domain. Oh, almost. Shredder's gonna have to get defending this, but yeah. Bottom is gonna get to level 4, but it always seems with the bottom beyond level 3, she really doesn't scale anymore.
So I don't understand. It's like Talents and Hippo Riders. I don't understand.
Oh damn, Hippo Riders. That's cool. I guess he doesn't have anything against Hippo Riders. He has bears and...
Well, he has
and
Demon Hunter. That's enough.
Where is the thingamajig? Where's the glaives? Inside the Zeppelin probably somewhere. I can't see him. There they are. 3 glaives in the Zeppelin.
Well, the Hippos are gonna be here pretty soon, so better be careful. Yeah, I think just bears and orb of Venom is enough.
A player's
Right.
forces
Hippo
are
Riders
under
are pretty
attack.
damn terrible.
Should be enough.
It's gonna be a little cute here with all these glaives and Zeppelin. And here we go. Hippos coming out. Best anti-air unit in the game.
After Gargoyle. No, you're right. It's pretty good.
Decent.
Pretty decent, yeah.
One of the few good Night Elf units, right?
A player's
Yeah, we have a
forces
few
are
good
under attack.
units.
But no good heroes that we all have to be selling here.
Yep.
Autumn keeps creeping. She's gonna get level 4 here. Don't know how much better that makes her. Already has level 2 aura. The Huntresses, by the way, are at 0/0 tech only.
What's of Quel'Thalas? It's not bad for a Priestess of the Moon, of course. More damage.
Here we go. He sees the Hippo Riders.
Yeah.
So, you think LawLiet is just gonna play this Demon Hunter solo? Would you like that?
Yeah, that's what I would do. It makes sense. Or maybe Alchemist for anti-air, but
Ooh, that would be nice. I would be down for
it's
that.
not like it's, necessary to win the game.
But it seems like he has a lot of sort of useless supply with the glaive throwers.
Yeah.
Of course, if you defend a siege or do a siege, they're good. But in a straight up battle, not so much.
I mean, I will stay at like 4 bears, and I don't know, once my glaives die, I'll just go full archers with my Demon Hunter. Just snipe the Hippo Riders. No need for a second hero, I mean.
A town is under
Seems like he's
siege.
gonna go for the orb now. He's in his base, he has the money.
Players' forces
Just needs
are
to sell
under
an
attack.
item. And the Hippos finds Zeppelin. This Zeppelin is not long for this world, and the what are they called? Glaives will follow. Actually, he lets it retreat.
Oh.
Okay, that's interesting.
Now LawLiet is just going to push, I think, and try to win from there. Where are the glaives? Okay.
Yeah, this Demon Hunter is gonna have a fun game because there's no dispel against Reju, and there's basically no damage against him. So I don't know how this Demon Hunter is gonna die, honestly.
Well, maybe if he's in Zeppelin above the water. I don't know. Happens sometimes.
That should be avoided. We
Yeah.
have a Keeper of the Grove now, perhaps to control the Demon Hunter
Yep.
some.
Or snipe the bears. I don't know. Yeah, like this. Because there's no dispel, so it's actually kind of annoying.
And the hip goes in the back line to just keep what they want. Seems like they should be easy targets against the Hippo Riders. Speaking of which, the Demon is working on them. First one is low, Demon Hunter getting focused, but Rejuvenation, so good. Rejuvenation coming in
Yeah,
again.
Demon Hunter will not
juicy.
die. It's impossible. The glaive just doing the job here, sniping the moonwells one by one, so prevents check from building any more units.
This DH man has had like 2000 HP in this fight. He's gonna get
Yep.
more with more Rejuvenation coming in. Give me that juice. Oh, that's good. Come on, there we go.
Another one. Here we go. Yeah, not much check can do, to be honest here.
The Glaives, they're still doing their thing, man. Now finally the Hippos are going forward. Seems like they could have done that a little bit sooner. He has already lost one of the Moonwells. One of the Hippos, though, might be the trade for this. Pretty nice stutter stepping here by the Hippos. One of the Glaives is down at least. 300 HP unit only, but still took
Yeah,
those
but man,
Hippos a long time because they're so
4
bad.
bears. 4 bears. How do you kill them?
How do you kill them? I don't know. How do you do it? Tell me, you're the Night Elf.
Well, it's
You need bears,
surely not with like
You have to kill fire with fire. But
Yeah.
where's the fire for him? I don't know.
or frostworm maybe works as well, but no frostworm here for check. I mean,
We said
can
before,
kill one maybe. Yeah. So
Idols have some good units, but Hippo Riders are not one of them. They're
That's
gonna
true.
get rid of one and the last. Glare throw here, which is nice, but now what? Now what, I ask her? We have fairy dragons. Alright, here we go. Demon is getting dangerously low now, has to TP.
gonna have to TP. Yeah.
And because there was no regen anymore, but he got rid of his useless supply with the glare throwers.
Are under
And now he can make even more good supply. Down
Dryads
here-
are out for LawLiet, but I would probably insist on going Mass Archer. I think it's better against Hippo Riders. Because Dryads they die so fast and they give too much XP, right? Not worth it.
I guess. And he's making more and more Hippo Riders. More and more. I don't know. I think a second hero would have been nice for.
Yeah,
Alright,
but which
Paris.
one? Alchemists, maybe?
Panda, always good.
What if the elf... what if Czech switches to Mass Fairy Dragons? Maybe Alchemists
Point,
is
that's a
better.
good point. You know, that's why I like having Night of Experts. Nero's usually expert for everything else. Not Night of player. Right, gonna keep on creeping here. It's gonna be almost level 5
Well,
for the demon.
Demon Hunter will have to carry this out for LawLiet. Bad item, just said. Get invul maybe? Or
Nice
TP.
Archer here. Of course, if the demon gets level 6, this game is easy peasy in the cheesy.
Level 5, level 3 evasion
Yeah.
and killable beasts. He has to carry, I don't see any other solution here.
Players' forces are under attack.
You talk like you see check in the lead. Is that what you're telling me here?
Well, not in the lead, but
A
I
town
thought
is under
LawLiet would be able to finish it like last fight, you know?
What if? No, never mind.
What if what?
I don't know. I'm just gonna let you cast. I'm gonna do the camera.
Okay.
You go ahead.
Oh, Hippogriff. I like it for LawLiet. Completely missed this.
That's what I wanted to say actually, which I didn't say.
Oh, really?
Yeah, totally. it actually is though.
Okay, I believe you. So
So
yeah.
he's gonna have roar and roar with hippos, man. Oh, so.
So
good.
now that I see the Hippos, I think LawLiet is in really good shape.
And
Because earlier, what was the issue? No anti-air, right?
Yeah.
No, I don't see any problem anymore.
And now he's gonna get upgrades as well. By the way, Night Elf gets upgrades for everything that is good in the late game from the same upgrade. What do you think about that?
Nothing.
Nothing. Balance. Alright. So, 50 supply versus 56 already for LawLiet. So it has a bit of money to work with as well. The demon
Yep.
is level 5. Got the slippers as well.
But
Doesn't have a
he's
TP.
so slow, man. Look at that.
Where's the boots of speed, man? Where's the boots? I don't know. They're gone. Denies this one. That's pretty cool. And denying is actually very valuable here with the Demon Hunter.
Yep, he
Getting
knows
towards level 6.
each unit count here. Because once Superman is here, no hope for a check, right?
There's no kryptonite to make. Only
Dispel.
like Hippo Riders.
Okay, stuff.
Oh, and look at this. Yum, yum, yum. Easy kills for the Hippos. It's more experience for him.
First
Check it
mistake
out.
here from LawLiet, losing this bear. Could have staff the bear out.
Saving it for... Here we go again. Hippos running in. More Hippos for Check, honestly. So maybe he can win the air battle. This is very weird. Reminding me of old Undead Mirror.
Gargoyle Mirror.
Gargoyle Mirror, those were the times. He's gonna get the next bear. Not dispelling it. Oh,
Nice stab this time.
actually dispels that. Never mind. But look at the experience, man. Getting more and more and more.
That's why I thought, Mass Archer is better for LawLiet because he already had the 204. He already had the upgrade, range upgrade, so just make Mass Archer and push with bears.
Mass Archers in the late game. You are a brave man, my friend.
Yeah,
Unlike
it's-
your
I'm
countrymen
brave against
usually.
bears, but it's against only, Hippogriff. So,
Totally ignored my burn, man. Ice cold. Level 5 on the bottom, by the way. Level 3 aura, I hope for him. Yes, it is. So suddenly these hippos almost do damage. He's gonna get the next
Roar,
couple of
nice.
kills. Oh, but these are kills. This
yeah,
is experience. Yum, yum,
3
juicy.
experience for Demon Hunter. 5.6 already. Unstoppable.
Here we go again. Roar against no roar hippos. Not so many left though for LawLiet. Mass. You know what that is? Skull of Healing, I mean, I'm not quite so sure. The bears, of course, can
Tried
attack the
dies
air.
so fast.
Uh-oh.
5.7.
It's checkpoint. They're turning this around. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Stefan, what is happening in this game?
LawLiet is winning. That's what happened, I think.
Once he's level 6, certainly. He does have the mana. Should he get there?
One more Hippogriff, right?
So, he has the bonus XP. And there we go. This hippo.
This
This
should be
hippo
GG
should
right
be
now.
it. Bam! Level 6. Show us the
welcome.
Superman. Tried to burn mana with a detonate, but that's not gonna be good. And here we go. Splash, damage, and check must know. This is a little more difficult now, suddenly.
Yeah. What is going on?
How did this happen?
Yeah.
You know, if the TK hits level 6, you say,
Yeah, I leave the game because it's GG already.
pretty in line. Alright, splash damage. Look at the splash damage.
Yeah.
Oh. This is crazy. The bears can take out the base. The demon hunter can deal with the army. No problem.
I'm gonna admit it's pretty good.
It's
Pretty good ultimate, yeah.
Almost
And
as good as the
that's
hippo
GG.
riders. And chasing down the bottom. Starfall won't be seen this game as she dies to the Orb of
Level
Venom range
7
attack.
Demon Hunter.
Oh, beautiful.
Was that 1,500 HP for the Demon Hunter?
Yeah, with evasion, effectively hundreds of thousands.
Pretty good.
Pretty good hero.
Pretty good.
Alright, LawLiet.
18 minutes.
Bounces back here. Neo, you wanna get in on this? You've never had the pleasure.
Ah, okay. Yeah, sure.
So 1-1, huh?
It is my pleasure. First time casting with Mr.
First time?
Passion. I think.
Is it?
Oh no, not the first time, but first time offline.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
true.
yeah.
That's true.
So it looked like I missed quite a good game here. Quite an interesting game.
Yeah,
at least.
interesting. As I said, Czech likes to mix it up with Priestess of the Moon or Massacres, talents, not always a cookie cutter bear mirror. So that's nice.
Yeah, I was expecting like you actually. I was expecting an expansion game thingy where the one expansion gets cancelled from the other one. We've seen this quite much in Asia, but this went a lot longer than I expected, to be honest. And yeah, next map. What do we have left?
Maybe because the reaction of LawLiet to the mass air was a bit slow.
Yeah, most likely.
Probably why.
It was,
I don't know about the remaining maps.
I was sitting there with the Koreans and I was like, okay, taming hippo riders, is that like, was it a misclick? Did he want to go for a talent upgrade or something?
No, that's what it
But,
does. That's
yeah,
what
yeah,
Czech does, yeah.
And then, of course, against the glaive throwers makes a lot of sense to do that. So, we are on LR. Usually, I would say it's a map where we see a lot of bears versus talons.
Yep. Yep.
So, I'm pretty sure that LawLiet will go bears all the way.
I don't know, man. I wouldn't be that sure.
At least that's what he told me. Like,
Oh, he said so himself.
yeah,
Okay.
he's a troll. We can never believe him.
Yeah.
He lies
Yeah,
straight
that's
in
true,
his,
actually. Yeah.
he lies straight in your face, and
Yep.
you wouldn't even know. But I'm pretty sure. I think back in 2015-16, he was only playing bears as well, but he was the first to use a lot of Zeppelins,
Yep.
and that made him fairly special. Then he went away from that and was just playing normal stuff, I guess, like bears without Zeppelins. That wasn't that strong. That was, I think, his weakest.
You mean in Bear Mirror?
Yeah, like
Well, now Zeppelin is kind of mandatory, I think.
yeah, I think so too. And
Yeah.
he was the first to do it, and then he didn't do it anymore. And that was, I think, when he was the weakest in Mirror. But now he seems to be back with the Zeppelin, as we saw on the first map, which worked pretty damn good with the 4 bears that we saw, like with 1 HP.
Yeah, but
or something.
there is this limit, when I think LawLiet is like has this insane micro with Zeppelin, but sometimes it tries to push it a bit too far.
Yeah.
And that's what cost him the game, I think, sometimes. Which is too bad, because other than that, it's pretty cool to watch. But
I think so too. Yeah, it was like the 4 bears used so much moon juice and reju, and he didn't have the time. Czech really figured that out well.
So probably they're both gonna creep the shop first. I mean, it's pretty standard
Yeah,
now.
I think so too.
And we'll see from there. If the Ancient of War stays rooted with archers, probably gonna be Mass Archer for Czech.
Okay.
If it stays rooted for LawLiet, we can tell. Maybe talents, maybe Mass Archer push. I don't know.
Where do you go from there, from the shop creep?
Depends. If I get XP I go directly to the green camp,
Okay.
so I can get level 3.
Yeah.
Or sometimes if I want to be aggressive, I just go and push the other elf in his base.
Okay.
Depends really on a lot of parameters, like your item, his item.
Yeah.
If you get big healing and he gets shit item, you just go. You just make archer and keep going. Like
if you lose the engine of war there at this position, man, that's disastrous, of course.
yeah, of course, that's really bad. What's his name? Danish player.
Thomas G?
He's crazy aggressive in Knight of Mirror. You know,
Okay.
sells TP by circlets.
Oh, right. I don't know if we're gonna see this here,
No, I
because
don't think so.
the
No,
stakes
no.
are so high.
Mhm.
It almost doubles your prize money if you go into the semifinals. And of course, there's still the slot open for the Super GCS that only
Yep.
one Korean will be invited. Focus is already there, so
So the better performance between Focus, LawLiet, and Check.
for the
Yeah,
side.
makes sense.
Yeah. Because we had no Korean in the playoffs last time, so there's
Okay.
nothing to compare. We'll see. The Chinese are still,
Yeah, what's taking so long?
I don't know, maybe they want to give them a little rest between the games
No rest.
for the wicked.
No rest. I mean, I'm thinking about Foggy. You know, has to play after this one.
He
Might
has to
be a
play
bit too
very
late.
exactly. And usually, like, he would go to bed in 40 minutes when it would
Yeah.
be a normal day.
Good, healthy living. Nice.
Yeah. He wakes up pretty early, goes to breakfast, does some exercises, then goes to practice.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, kind of hard if you have to play when usually you would go to bed.
Did you do like last time? Arrive here 2 weeks early?
Yeah, like not 2 weeks, but I think 7 days at least.
Okay. So I practiced for 7 days and
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you see the games of his versus TH and UFC?
I saw part of them.
Okay.
Not gonna lie here. Didn't watch all of them. But very, very impressive anyway. I mean,
I agree. One
and
of
it's fully deserved. I mean, what can we say beside that?
super professional.
Yep.
Like the Chinese, they went to dinner with us until 1 a.m., 2 a.m. sometimes.
Yesterday?
Not
I mean-
yesterday, but throughout the week. I
Okay.
think 3 days ago or something.
Oh, I heard your love story with the hot pot. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it makes sense to invite us to Hot Pot since there's so many different kinds of food in Hot Pot that everybody is happy. So
Yeah.
it's an easy.
Too spicy for you.
No, I love it, but we just had it like 7 days in a row.
Okay, yeah, no,
So
that's too much. No, that's too much.
See a recap again. Very very unusual recap. I don't think we will see that much often. That
213 APM. I remember seeing more than 400 for Focus earlier on today.
whoa, okay,
408.
it's pretty crazy. Yeah,
APM.
Focus was always known for that.
But when you look at him playing with his keyboard and it's like nothing is happening.
yeah,
I don't know where this number come from all the time.
maybe he has some hidden.
Yeah, Eden software. Who knows?
Yeah, exactly.
That's why
Or
he gets all the claw attacks.
I think you only see the keyboard, right? So maybe he does a lot of stuff on his mouse. I don't
Yeah, maybe. Right click.
know. Exactly. So, I think we will see the players once again, and then we're ready for this.
Shun is commentating for
Yeah.
Chinese.
I actually still don't know who the caster girl is. So, this is not the last map. We're down to best of 3. And the winner will have the advantage, though, with match points 2 in a row. So the pressure is not that high on them. LawLiet. Always good when it's offline tournaments, except if he has to play 2-2. But he said that was Focus's fault last time when there was a 2-2 competition.
You just said that.
Yeah,
Focus fault.
LawLiet said that. It was Focus's fault that we lost. I was like,
Yeah,
okay.
it's always the partner's fault.
Yeah.
Okay, so shop creep for sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure about that as well. Everything else would surprise me.
So we can't really say now what's going to happen in this game. Okay, so pretty standard right now. Why is Czech's nickname Chai1?
I have no idea, man. I don't know what it means. Maybe we could ask.
I thought it was
that
some
one.
human player from Korea, no?
It's
Or Chai-yeon maybe.
Chimiko was the
Yeah.
human player, but I don't know. Maybe it has different meaning in Korea. I have no idea about that.
So whatever, check Che1. Let's see what you can do this time. So yeah, I expect Mass Archer.
Ah, Che1 is his daughter, says Doka. So he's
Okay,
playing with
well
the-
that makes a lot of sense then.
yeah. Who are not here, by the way, in the studio. Oh, maybe they're watching from the hotel. Maybe it's time for the little daughter to go to bed. She's only 1.5 years old, so that would make sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, you were right. Shop creep there is gonna start, and of course, I think heal potion and invo potion are the best. to
Yeah,
find.
of course. By far. Maybe if you're aggressive like Tomashgi, the book of I forgot the name again.
Scroll of the
Scroll of the Beast,
Beast,
thank
yeah.
you. Yeah. Is
well,
bad.
you never need it since you always have bears. So
Yeah, that's right.
sell it. Alright, there's scouting going on, but this should be set in stone. 3 wisps for check, only 2
No,
for law,
only
right?
2. The third one is just
Third one
moving
is
away.
just to scout, yeah. So it's a little slower then.
So of course the best case scenario
Under
is
attack.
big healing potion and XP tome, of course.
Yeah, that's the X factor that we didn't mention yet. Could be a big jump start for one of the players. Otherwise, it's level 2 versus level 2. It's a bit of a gamble, of course, but it's not too risky since you know that the other player will do the same. We have a big mana
Big
potion.
mana, yeah, sell it maybe or keep it. I don't know.
Wand of mana stealing. I think he's gonna sell that as well. So, too much
The,
experience.
the mana potion can be good if you want to trade HP in the beginning. You just
Okay, yeah.
you just drink it and then you are full HP from your manual. But the Wand of Mana stealing is
about
bad.
that. Yeah, would be like
Well,
Wand
some-
of mana stealing. Couldn't that work in the same direction?
I don't think it's the same amount of mana.
No, it's like 100, I guess, but it's 200
Yeah.
in a difference. So your opponent has to use more mana, and
Yeah.
you use less mana. So, I mean, it's about min-maxing at this level, so it could be good. But he sold it anyway, so all the talks about this theory crafting is out the window. Both have a circlet, no dust for LawLiet.
So as we said earlier, they both root the Ancient 4 again and they start producing archers. So still we don't know what's going to happen. Tech Tutor 2 for both of them. Kind of at the same time, maybe 1 or 2 seconds different.
Could
So we don't
just
know.
Could also just be a mass archer war in the middle with a Naga second.
Yeah, could be. But that's the thing, we still don't know. And
Yeah.
when you play that kind of game, and it's really difficult to know what the opponent's going to do.
So how do you decide what to do when you don't know what your opponent is doing?
Well, sometimes you just have to make a decision.
Okay.
That's it. I'm going to play Mass Archer and push.
Okay, so it's just the
Regardless
feeling you
of
have.
what he's doing, because you cannot just wait for your opponent to build the Entresol and
Because
and
the
be like
opponent's-
I'm building it myself right now as well.
And the opponent is waiting for you, maybe
Yeah.
as well. So
So it's a lot of mind game going on in this matchup sometimes.
we have replenishment potion once again, saves a bit of moon juice for LawLiet. On the other side, we have Wand of Illusion.
Entresol for both of them, but a bit later from check.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
yeah, unfortunately it's gonna be Bear Mirror again.
Yeah, I did not think this would happen, man. I have rarely seen Bear Mirrors on Last Refuge, to be honest.
I think it's because LawLiet knows that Czech likes to play a few archers, even though he's going to Bears. So as an insurance, he's like, okay, I'm gonna produce archer as well.
Okay, yeah, 4 archers. Usually, like, that's the normal amount, I guess, if you don't want to be greedy.
I was serious earlier when I said before in Europe we used to play 1 archer only.
Yes.
And the thing is, you get punished real hard
Yeah.
if the opponent goes for even only 4 archers and you have nothing to counter it.
I like what Czech is doing. He's taking out so much experience from LawLiet side of the map. Taking out some creeps there. I mean, LawLiet did kind of the same, but then ran all the way back. So I think Czech at the moment is a bit more efficient.
Yeah, that's true. I agree.
But
That's
he wakes up the creeps
statement,
there.
yeah.
He wanted to creep the null spot, which is an interesting thing.
So LawLiet is preparing. Yeah, he's gonna pick Naga for sure.
Yeah. Early game or mid game, of course, Naga is amazing. Late
Yep.
game, I think Keeper of the Grove in Bear Mirror especially
Yep.
way better.
So keeper for check.
Yeah, just started it. Entrance of Laura coming. 4 Dryads first into Bears, as we saw on Amazonia. Maybe I'm cursed. Maybe I bring the Bear Mirror to the games. I don't know.
Maybe I do. I don't know.
Oh, well, you
No.
didn't cast the first
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
So as an attack for LawLiet.
All in all, it's the same. LawLiet had to give one creep spot to check, and now he got one back. So all in all, it's the same.
And the Engine of War is gone, so he can't really creep the laboratory with it if he wants to. And he still has his Engine of War right next to the shop, can eat through the trees if he's in a good position, and clear that second null spot as well.
I think the decision of LawLiet to send his Engine of War to the orange spot with null, not sure if it's the best decision.
Okay.
Like, he's already level 3, maybe sending it to the laboratory would be better.
Yeah, to send it back and then have a static defense when check pushes in.
And also because the lab is much more important, this creep. Gives you a really good item.
And it's scouted now, so the plan is out the window anyway. Tier 3 tech on the way for check. Law's almost up. Saying, oh, the light is a little late. Oh no, it's actually ahead.
This I don't understand. Check item management is something I will never understand.
Why?
Give the boosts to the keeper of the group.
Yeah, he's actually, he's not that slow compared to him.
Yeah. I mean, I like Demon Turn mobile, you know, running around.
As LawLiet is doing, but without boots. Also no boots on the Naga.
Yeah. He's saving money, I guess.
Players' forces are under
3
attack.
circlets, quite good, but especially like with no boots on the Naga, having a Demon Hunter with boots would be so great to chase the Naga.
Yeah, of course,
well,
of
then
course.
On the other side there's frost armor, frost arrows.
And I mean, in bear fight, the hero who's in the most dangerous position is always a Demon Hunter, right?
Yeah. Ooh, LawLiet with a red spot already.
Yeah, I like that.
Warsong Battle Drums would be fantastic, of course. Checked with the Vamp Aura spot there at the Mercenary Camp. So the upcoming item drops.
Any aura would be good for LawLiet, I think.
Oh, Check has to be careful with his Demon Hunter there, man. But Lionheart of Stormwind.
Hot of Cunning. Nah. Oh my god. Check playing with fire.
Lionheart of Stormwind, what do you think? Like, half a scroll of protection can't be dispelled?
No, I sell it usually. I don't like it.
Yeah, I think it doesn't make a difference as well. So, slowly but steady, we're getting into the late game. Bears are coming, tier 3 is ready. Is it normal now that they go 2 bears before master training?
I'm not sure if it's normal, but I don't think it makes any difference. I mean, in that particular game.
Yeah.
Because they're both creeping a lot, so it's not that.
I like that you have 2 rejues right at the start.
Yeah.
As you said, yeah, they are creeping. Doesn't do that much damage. It's level 3 for the Naga already.
Okay, so LawLiet is going to push right away, I guess. Nice item for LawLiet.
Inside Cloak of Flames. It's good damage, man.
Yeah, it's good, but it's not. I mean, if you sell it, you can sell it. It's understandable.
That's 10 DPS per unit that hits it.
Against Archer, I would keep it. Against Bears, do you think it's that important?
I think it won't change the outcome. Oh my god, Invis
What are you doing? What are you doing?
He is losing. No way, the level up actually
level up.
saves him.
Yeah.
There is a town portal. He has to go for it and tangle the Demon Hunter. This could be the end for LawLiet.
TP?
He has no town portal. What is saved by Check?
Oh my god. Oh
he
my
loses
god,
the
that's
Demon
terrible.
Hunter here. Whoa, he was down to like, what was it? 30 HP or something.
Yeah, but why would you reveal yourself if you have no TP? I mean, maybe he was 100% sure he would kill the Demon Hunter.
And now he's so exposed. Fork Lightning against it, man. Vampire is of course great for the Bears, forcing Check into a town portal. Okay, gloves off. This is gonna be interesting now.
So yeah, Vampire.
Yeah, hell good.
Hell good. Well, it still did lose his Demon Hunter, but...
Usually, the Keeper of the Grove makes such a big difference because it's the Thorns aura, but the Vamp aura kind of counters it now.
Kind of, yeah.
But yeah, the Demon Hunter for Check now level 4. This level up, man, actually saved his game, I guess.
Yeah, it did. Reminds me of Sonic style. You know, invisible Demon Hunter. But man, that's so unfortunate for the light. I mean, it's a risk, right? Reveal yourself without TP.
I don't know if he had gold for an Invo Potion, that would have been a great combo.
Or maybe do it, but with the Naga close enough to staff in case of something goes wrong.
But also great reaction from Check to slow, to whatever. entangle. He did basically everything that he needed to secure this kill.
Okay,
Zeppelin now.
Zeppelin game start right now.
5 bears on Czech side, only 3 on LawLiet. So if they go for a base trade now, Czech is definitely favored.
Yep. No Enchant of Wind yet. I know recently they started to do that, right?
Yeah.
Enchant of Wind, just to counter the Zeppelin.
Yeah. It's quite expensive, and maybe you want to force to want to focus on upgrades first.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the greatest decision. No Demon Hunter as well. 2 bears. Okay, that's the Demon Hunter.
Nice.
Okay, Staffing back. Nice. Yeah, that was good. Another Naga is alone.
Yeah.
Invis as well.
Oh, he's gonna what? Try to snipe wisps.
I think he will be trapped.
You can see
then.
four wisps together. So
It's a good
how many
call.
targets?
Players'
3.
forces are
Okay.
under attack.
So 3 wisps for free, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the
Well, that's take some time, but it will die eventually.
yeah, the path. Yeah, there we go. Fog Lightning, 3 wisps
3
for
wisps.
nothing, and no block. Czech reacting not as fast as he could usually, and he's still parked in the main base here with quite a bit of anti-air. We have 1-1
So
upgrades
is
already.
he going to try here? Snipe the gold mine? No, too
No
dangerous.
way.
Too dangerous, right?
Yeah, with all this anti-air.
Or maybe. Is it? Yeah, he does try.
Okay, there's no Naga here. He needs a lot of repair. Raw on that
The
side.
Demon Hunter is blocked behind the main, so
Oh
he
boy.
cannot attack.
Yeah. He takes him out so quick. Absolutely no repair.
Yep.
What can he do now, man? Without the Naga, this army is actually quite okay, I guess.
Oh, Wind of the Wind.
Yep.
Nice usage.
But immediately dispelled. So no income for LawLiet at the moment. Also, the Zeppelin, well, it's quite hurt. The Demon Hunter is trying to break it down to force the town portal there, which is on the Keeper of the Grove.
I think you should really attack the Zeppelin. Okay.
Now, and forces the town portal. Naga's back. Can he get a Fort Lightning out?
That was close.
And damn, 43 supply for LawLiet, 47 for Czech, and he's mining all the time. Maybe time for an expansion now?
I don't think it's a good idea. Just break the supply. Just go over 50
Okay.
and push, right? I mean, expansion is too big of a commitment.
Yeah.
If it gets cancelled, you just lose your advantage, right?
And like you invite your opponent to attack on a second like, surface or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, yeah.
So you have to defend the 2 spots at the same time. New Zeppelin is faking another drop. So the light has to, yeah, he has to stay there, and Czech has all the time in the world to heal up, get some upgrades. I really like that
Yep.
Zeppelin play here.
So what creep camps are remaining? The 2
Players' forces
turtles
are under
on each
attack.
side of the map, and that's it, right?
Yeah,
Only
true.
2 camps.
Of course, with laboratories you can, well,
So
Zephyrs, maybe?
LawLiet is almost 2 upgrades
Yeah.
and only 2-1 for Czech. So
yeah, it was the same on Amazonia. Like Czech's upgrade were always later, but in the end he still won that fight. Demon Hunter close to 5, by the way, for Czech.
yeah. And Naga kind of close to 5 as well.
That's true.
I mean, kind of.
4.6 or whatever it is. Demon Hunter far, far away. Of course, the only hero kill
And
that we've
LawLiet directly researching 3rd attack
Whoa.
upgrade.
That's... He just lost his mining for like a minute or so, and
Yep.
still decides to go for the big upgrade.
But I mean, will he get punished? I don't think so, because Czech doesn't seem to, be ready to attack anytime soon. He's building a Enchant of Wind actually, so I think it won't be for another 2 minutes, maybe.
Do you think it would be like to go for 1 or 2 talents to mix it in for Fury Fire?
No.
Why
I mean,
It can be sniped by the Naga very easily, but
does that actually make a difference?
so much
that's my-
minus armor.
Yeah, but if you have like, I don't know, 10 bears, if you only do that to 3 or 4, is it a big difference? I don't know, man.
You should try it, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds like no, I never do it.
No, I mean, the Enchant of Wind, the 2 talents, the resources you put into that. Why you could have maybe 3 or 4 more bears.
Yeah, that's true.
That's my point.
Yeah, that's true. Speaking of that, he still has the archers, right? So he didn't deny them.
Under attack.
Czech did, actually.
Yeah. Checked it. Okay, still has
Oh, he still has one, but I just saw he killed one.
okay,
one
yeah,
thing.
so that's what you do later on. Ring of Regen. Okay, I guess.
So it's gonna be 3-2, LawLiet. He didn't waste money on the Ancient of Wind. Maybe if he produces more bears now and push, maybe he has a chance.
Okay. Third upgrade for Czech is coming as well, though. It's gonna be 3-2 then.
So time window is now. You should push now, right?
Yeah, I agree.
LawLiet.
A lot of money is spent on that upgrade, but he has one heal scroll, one protection scroll, and the invul, so good inventory there. On the other side, we have nothing except the health stone. So maybe pushing would not be that great.
Well, LawLiet is getting back his. He's coming back on his experience gap because he just grabbed the, turtle
And he gets
bottom
the
right,
second.
and he gets the second one.
So he has evasion level 2, which is great for a tank,
Yep.
of course.
So Naga will be level 5, that's for sure.
Ooh, Fog Lightning really starts to hurt on level 3. So much damage. Only on 3 targets.
Puts up
but-
speed, finally. I'll give it to the demon, but I know he's gonna give it to the Naga.
Hippogriff is still waiting for it. Where's Check? Ah, there in the Zeppelin again.
Okay.
Light Town portal already.
Yeah, Czech is baiting. Look, I have Zeppelin, please come.
Only 5 bears though. Does he really want to go for it again?
I mean, he just wants
Forces are under attack.
LawLiet to use his own Zeppelin. It's like he can snipe it, but
No expansions, but checking for one.
and yeah,
Master upgrade for the talents, man. Called it.
yep.
Cyclone is... Well, if you get rid of the Dryad, Cyclone is really good. You can't
That's
dispel
true.
everything.
Okay, LawLiet just broke the economy here, the supply, so
Yeah.
he's gonna push it pretty soon.
So, Czech is gonna have Roar. I think he has some Wind of the Winds left. He will get Cyclone. And the Scroll of Protection. So I think LawLiet has to pull some Wisps to
Yeah,
detonate all of
definitely.
this.
You pull Wisp anyway if there's Scroll of Protection, dispel the protection, the roar, everything.
Czech is still an upkeep. Both go for 3-3.
Yeah.
This is almost as good as an army gets. Could be a game for Chimeras, but now that
No, I
Czech
think it's too late now.
yeah. Now Czech has hippos and well, if LawLiet doesn't go for it,
Man, LawLiet has so much gold and is already at 66 supply. See, this is the difference when you get talents and when you don't get talents.
1,300 gold left for Czech, 2,100 for LawLiet.
Probably it would probably be wise to go for more dreads for LawLiet, right?
Yeah, there are a lot of bears, and I don't think they will fight in a super open surface. Especially Czech now going for talents, he will go for like the chokes, like here.
But I mean, the Czech will definitely lose the base trade game, right?
Yeah, that's true. But he was waiting patiently for LawLiet to leave this, and now dropping.
Oh man,
this
that is
scary.
so annoying for LawLiet. He wants to leave. It's obvious he wants to leave his base, but he just can't.
There's not too much to do at the moment, right? Anyway, so.
Yeah, he just wants to max out. Maybe save the remaining gold for scrolls.
Oh yeah. Does he have a scroll now? I don't think so.
No, nothing.
That can be dangerous. Plus the thorns are working against him. He should really go for scrolls.
Okay, he's like, fuck it, I go. Okay, Noah. Okay, maybe.
Well, he will definitely lose his gold mine if he... Does he have a town portal?
How many wisps outside of the base? Only one? And then, you have to anticipate, right? Keep some wisps outside of the base to build other buildings.
There's no TP
Yep.
on him. Only scrolls. He doesn't have money for a TP. He's at 80 food. We're off for a base race, ladies and gentlemen. Raw has been casted. Of course, there's a little bit of defense in Czech's base, but yeah, this Tree of Eternity is gone. And Czech's base is way better protected.
Of course. It is, yeah.
And he has a town portal, so no gold income anymore. Very smart play by Czech, I guess.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bears against. Oh my god. way more bears for LawLiet.
Czech was playing against Orc Worker, and this was basically Czech's position, like hid behind all the moon wells, and then, okay, it was Talons, it was a lot more ranged, but he killed him from there.
Yep.
This Orc Worker
So now
was
LawLiet's
humble.
just gonna turtle, you know?
Yeah.
Just kill the buildings one by one.
Czech still has income, but not for much longer. Last gold is gone. Zeppelin is
Yeah,
sniped
that's
as well.
way too much for LawLiet, I think. 3-3 upgrades against 3-0 as well. But the Vampire, man.
Yeah, that aura's gonna be really
Yep.
good. He's opening it up. Check his supply stuck there. Can't go for more units. Only items at this point. Hunter's Soul is gone.
Same scroll for each player. So let's see if the Talons can do something.
Okay, he needs a good focus, I guess. Oh, Fork Lightning. At this point, with level 3 Fork Lightning, you get rid of Talon so quickly.
So quickly.
And how does Czech want to leave his base now? Like,
He can't.
He can't.
It's tomb, I think. He's gonna die here.
yeah. He portaled into a tomb. And he can only wait until LawLiet opens up the base for him. Then he can fight with the Tree of Eternity, maybe, but it's still a 12 supply
4,
advantage.
8, 11 bears against 8 bears, man.
And Vamp Aura.
Yeah.
Okay, but on the other side.
Bye bye wisps.
Okay, Entangle on the Naga. I think, like, if you hit Entangle, you need Fairy Fire on him as well.
Yeah. Man.
But it's so much to do then at the same time. Raw being recasted. Still no Wisp for LawLiet. But I wouldn't be surprised.
How
if
many
it's,
talents? 2 talents.
3.
3. Where's the third one? Okay.
Next to there.
So what? 2, 3, 6. Yeah, 7 cyclones.
And 4
Sev-
Dryads.
Yeah, 7 cyclones, 4 dryads, and 5 wisps. No, 7 wisps.
Entangle.
Not looking very good for Czech.
Not at
gonna
all.
admit.
We have seen quite a few comebacks here.
Yep.
Oh, so many Wisps, man. He will just burn it all. He doesn't need that anymore because he has no tree, so he can just detonate it like in the campaign at the end against Archimon. I don't think it will hurt the Demon Hunter this time, though.
Yeah. A man can dream.
So he has 2, like, wood shields with the tree, the Engine of Law
Yeah,
and the Tree of Eternity. No armor upgrades, though.
Okay,
Here we
finally,
go!
big fight starting.
Yeah. But the bears are doing
The bears, oh
nothing.
my god, yeah.
But he's finding a good concave in the north, but in the south, man, he's just getting wrecked.
Yeah.
The Demon Hunter, holy shit, dropped down, has to eat the health stone. Here comes Mass Detonate to get rid of it. Level 5 on the Demon Hunter. Maybe he can turn it around, but the Zeppelin micro is there. The Tree of Eternity is about to fall. 62 supply for Czech, LawLiet 68.
Trying to snipe the negative, of course, won't happen.
And once the Tree of Eternity is gone, I mean, he can clean up the north.
Yeah.
But so far, Czech is doing okay. LawLiet is down to 50 supply, man. What the hell? The Tree of Eternity actually carried this fight for now. But now the real bear fight is on. Naga is without mana. Demon Hunter
Demon
super
Hunter's gonna
dropping
die.
super low. Info potion
Potion,
scaffed
but-
out. Oh my god, is
Oh my
Czech
god.
actually winning this? This is
This is crazy, man.
unbelievable. What the hell just happened?
But you have to keep in mind that... okay, what's the supply? 55?
Against 30 something.
Oh my god.
What? I thought it would be so easy for
Me too.
LawLiet.
Maybe the position was not that good.
Yeah, the position was horrible, of course, but I thought he could kill the Tree of Eternity from much faster.
That's maybe all a matter of patience.
Yeah.
You know, wait for a Czech to actually go out of his base.
Unbelievable. He got like 60% of level 5 in that fight.
That's crazy, man.
And Thorns are, of course, level 2.
So the biggest difference here was the talents, but I don't think it was why he won. I think the Thorn Aura maybe did it.
I think it was
Talents?
pretty much... Nah, not talents.
No,
I think it was
the Tree of Eternity. Okay.
I think it was the Tree of Eternity. 2000 HP, repair behind it. There were a lot of bears like wasting in
Yeah, that's
quotes,
true. Yeah.
their
yeah,
damage
yeah.
on it.
Doesn't look good anymore for the late. Oh man.
It's a level difference on the Demon Hunter.
Yeah.
And I would say, like, if LawLiet would have Entangle, he could work against that. But with only Fork Lightning and Slow, I don't know. Invo potion and heal scroll on check side. Oh my god, he
No
had
item. No item on the light side.
Okay, what can he go for?
He's
trying to go for
snipe
the keeper.
of course.
Yeah. He does have the staff. The bears are losing the fight, obviously, but his demon hunter is taking so much damage as well. I think one entangle and he's dead, but there's no mana, obviously.
Oh my god, your keeper, man. Wrong position.
Oh my god,
god.
he killed him! Thornzora is gone! What can the demon hunter do? He's staffed
got
out!
staffed.
And there's Moon Juice, man. I saw it, there's Moon Juice, and now there's no Thornzora
I don't know if you saw,
anymore.
but he transferred the invul to the keeper, so now no invul for check
Oh
anymore.
boy, what a mistake. He saves 2 bears with a Zeppelin again.
Mm-hmm.
And now there's Vamp Aura versus no Thornzora anymore. He's supply stuck, he can't
Supply
get
stuck.
the...
No gold anyway, so we won't see the keeper back. That's done.
True,
I mean-
Eternity is still there. He could start mining again at some point.
It was LawLiet's only chance, right?
Yeah.
Kill the keeper.
Yeah.
And you accomplished that, so well done.
Oh my god. And people say Bear Mirror is boring. He snipes another Hippogriff before he kills the Zeppelin. No level up though.
Nah.
Only at GCS, ladies and gentlemen.
Check had one job, not
Not
losing the keeper, yeah.
And again, it was a super narrow position which favored LawLiet with his fewer bears and more dryads. Czech actually wants to expand at this. I mean, it's still a big supply advantage for Czech, don't
Yeah,
get me
that's
wrong.
true.
6 bears.
But the Naga, man.
Yeah, the Naga's crazy. He still has mana. Fork Lightning is not that great against the Demon Hunter, obviously. And he has to make sure that he doesn't get level 6.
Oh.
Oh, surround the spell at the right time. But still takes a lot of damage. Can't fight this here. And Czech, with pushing forward, he buys time for a Sphere of Eternity to walk over and entangle
Yeah.
again.
And LawLiet knows he's fighting against the clock here.
2 bears only. Against 6.
Okay, no more Zeppelin for Czech.
He's there.
Maybe he's gonna sell his circlet for invul. Okay, good enough.
Takes the fight, Cyclone against the Naga. He needs the right clicks from the Naga, obviously. There's no staff, there's no invul. He just right clicks on him. Cyclone again being dispelled. Naga high up in the air. Nice Zeppelin micro again, but this bear will most likely fall. Oh no.
Oh my
Demon
God.
Hunter is diving now, but again. Man, this Cyclone's saved his ass here, I guess.
No more cyclone. Maybe one cyclone remaining for Czech. Your Naga, LawLiet, your
What's he
Naga,
doing?
please be careful.
What's
your
he
Naga.
doing? Playing with fire again. A Crow Form! Crow Form is so good and as an anti-air, but he saves it again.
Oh my
And
God.
now his Demon Hunter is in problems. Can he? Oh no. No way he can survive this Fork Lightning. But he's not strong enough, man.
Your
Level
Naga, man.
6 Demon Hunter. There's no mana though.
No mana, yeah.
He has to kite, I guess. He's diving. He's diving
Is he going
in.
to
Who's
kill the
gonna
Demon
dive
Hunter?
first?
Is he? Oh no, he does not. And he loses both
LawLiet
heroes
is
and
losing his Demon
GG.
Hunter. Remo is going crazy.
Oh my god, man.
The Naga died
Level
as well at
7
level
Demon
5.
Hunter.
GG.
Czech was like, no, I'm not going to make the same mistake twice, right?
Oh my
Oh my
god,
God.
what a mirror. And Czech is 2-1 up, has match points now against LawLiet, against all odds here. It was 11 bears versus 8. And SimCity basically won him that game. Remo, do you want to say anything against Night of Mirror ever again?
As long as the gold mines were running, though, this game was boring. But then, holy shit.
Oh man.
Oh, we hear the roaring
Yep.
from... we see that again. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
The Naga dies somewhere over there.
They,
didn't catch
they actually died at the same time. Probably 1 or 2 second
Yeah.
difference. Yeah, same time.
If that is an evasion, maybe he
Yep.
kills the Demon Hunter because the Dryads follow him. The Naga dies there. Whoa, and Czech again.
Czech.
Rare emotions.
Mhm. Crazy
On the
game.
Korean side. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, guys. And now, imagine being LawLiet now. Like, having such a huge advantage.
Yeah.
Having the chance to get match points. And then you
Man.
throw it away. Crazy. Just crazy. This is nuts. What's happening here is nuts. Again.
Okay, sorry.
So, Turtle Rock is next. It might be the last game in this Night of Mirror.
Might be. Well, LawLiet did lose his Dementor first in the game, so...
Yeah.
Oh man. Maybe some other crazy game here, if it's close pull.
Oh yeah.
Mass Archer, Mass Engine of War.
Mass Engine of War. Can definitely see that. We have to thank a few supporters here. Thank you very much, WC3L Happy, for a $5 donation, saying Focus! Yeah, man, Focus made it into the semifinal already. He will play TH tomorrow. Nagimet resubscribed for 3 months. Thanks for the awesome work, guys. Much love from Bremen, less than 3. Shout out to Bremen. Gibbo has resubscribed for 5 months, and Cranker for 7 months. As always, 420 Blaze it. Love you guys. Please never stop casting. You keep Warcraft alive. We do our best. So LawLiet joins the game. Seems like
Imba.
Yeah, of course.
LawLiet saying Imba to check. Well, they're a friend, so...
What did you expect from Czech going into GCS here?
Good performance, for sure. But I would say against LawLiet, not this.
Yeah.
Not this.
Nobody expected this, man. Focus was pretty happy. LawLiet was pretty happy about this. Because, like, usually he beats Czech in mirrors.
Okay.
I have to look this up. Like, there were... I think he won, like, the last 4 matches between them.
Mm-hmm. And I wanted to say first, like, LawLiet is the best in Bear Mirror, but this game's just proved me wrong. So maybe you'll focus more this time. And
I think actually Rudin is the best in Bear Mirror.
Yeah. Rudin has his own style, I think.
I don't know what his style is, man. He just
very, very aggressive.
He just wins. I have no idea how.
Rudin just wins.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. He goes for Entangle level 2 instead of Thorns Aura.
Yeah.
Okay.
He used to play Naga a lot. In Mirror.
That's true. Yeah. So the last 3 encounters were won by LawLiet. The 1-3-0.
Okay.
Pretty crazy. Yeah, he has a crazy track record. Like in general, it's 31-15 maps between the two. So LawLiet clearly the favorite, but Czech makes it work. And the last time, when it was not 3-0, Focus had quite a good run, losing the first map and then 3-0ing. Oh no, we went full distance there, but he had always had the advantage. I think psychologically it's so big to have match points now.
Yeah, of course.
You don't feel pressure too much.
You don't feel pressure, and as LawLiet now.
Yeah, man. He's in a horrible situation. And
as we discussed earlier, there's no loser bracket, so...
Yeah.
No second chance.
No second chance. Mm-hmm. My hair is on the line. I don't know if you know it, but if LawLiet wins the tournament, I have to dye my hair red. So...
Wins the tournament?
Yeah.
Well, for now, it's okay. For now.
I'm in a good position now, but... Okay, Czech needs a little break.
We'll be back soon.
Yeah. So...
Turtle Rock, good talent map.
Yeah.
So maybe eventually you'll see talents this time.
It's like... A lot of it depends on the starting positions, I think.
Yeah.
What do you like most on Turtle Rock?
I like bears anyway, so... Yeah, I'm a boring player.
You are indeed a boring player.
I don't like talents. I mean, if I'm on close position, I just play Mass Archer and Engine of War. Yeah, maybe so one talent or two, just to Fairy Fire. But no need to tier 3. But we'll see. I know Czech likes Mass Archer push, so...
Yeah.
We'll see.
Was it very cool in the last game? So nice to finally see Crow form put to good use with the anti-air against the Zeppelin. Last time I saw it was, I think, LawLiet versus TH, where he used mass Crow form to counter Griffins. And I was so baffled, like how crazy
Crow form is actually good.
Jesus Christ, the Crow form is so strong when it's an anti-air fight.
One of the rare Knight of Good units.
It's so funny that everybody is whining like crazy here. Everybody is whining about his race. Like, my race is so weak. Every other race is so imba.
I mean, Warcraft 3 is like this, right? I mean,
I think it's pretty
Warcraft 3 without the whining would be so different, don't you think?
That's true. maybe it would be better. But
Yeah, could be.
because, like, if there's a good argumentation behind it, I can understand it. But most of the time, it's just stupid.
Orc is in.
Yeah. Don't get this started, man. I don't want to do the undead versus orc discussion again.
No, I want to do Orc against Night of discussion.
Ah, okay. Yeah. So, again, the summary of the last game. Level 7 Demon Hunter at the end. Unbelievable.
Yeah, crazy.
And also 3/3 upgrades, very rare to see. That was a nice. And again, check with super low APM, like 211.
Oh, it's enough, it seems.
Yeah, I think so too. Back in the day of German EPS, we had Darwin with like 75 APM.
75.
Yeah, and he became like 3rd place or so in the league. Or 2nd place in Netzwelt Gaming League, but oh my. Those were the days, my first.
Some German human player had crazy APM.
Spell?
No. Tasty Leon.
Yeah,
Tasty
Leon, exactly.
Well, like 500 or something.
Yeah, I think the humans, they like to abuse their APM. I think Rainbow had 605 or something. Like, how do you do it? Like, how is it physically possible to get 600 APM and make sense with what you do?
I don't know,
man. What's your APM?
250.
Okay.
Not more than that.
So you would agree that it's not important?
No, not at all. No.
Because it's so funny, like when we cast via Nettie's watch function, there's this APM graph thing as well.
Yeah.
And, please put on the APM. We love to see it, blah, blah.
Yeah, but
it's not important.
give to the crowd what the crowd wants. I mean, they want to see it. So.
Would you please leave this?
No, I mean, yeah. Sometimes when I started, playing and I saw some VOD, I saw the fingers of Moon and Sky. When you're a beginner, you're like, wow, this is impressive.
That's really impressive.
But then you quickly realize it's useless.
Yeah, seeing fingers is actually cool because I don't know, whatever.
In the beginning of the game, warming up.
Yeah,
I can understand.
That's really sick.
When you spend 20 minutes of game at 400, there's something wrong going on.
Crazy endurance too.
Yeah.
Okay, what do we have left? We saw Amazonia. Ancient Isles would be the final map then, right?
Mm-hmm. Ancient Isles could be Priestess of the Moon again from Czech.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it would be normal bear play, but first we have to do Turtle Rock, which is certainly one of the most interesting maps.
First. Really?
I think it's one of the most interesting maps in Night of Mirror.
Oh yeah, Night of Mirror. Yeah. TM is good as well.
Oh yeah, but TM is mostly best, except if there's like glaive thrower wars with Zeppelin. Oh my god,
But it's so rarely seen.
That's true.
And should we spoil, or should we wait?
Let's wait.
I already spoiled. I think.
It's cross position, everybody. Obviously, well, it's close.
I'm a bad caster.
No, you're fine, man. Otherwise, I would have sent you away. So, okay, game starts. Actually, I want to see the players. Maybe the last time we see LawLiet.
Maybe.
But yeah, close position, man. How do you approach this then? I mean, creeping can be super difficult if one decides to be very aggressive early on.
Mm-hmm. It's usually a very aggressive game, close position. Yeah. I mean, at least one of the players is aggressive, right? So it turns into an aggressive game.
True. One has to defend.
I don't know. Sometimes you can mix things up. The opponent goes for mass archers, and you're like, I don't care. I just go for mass entrances.
That doesn't sound like a good idea.
Why not?
Mass archers versus mass entrances? I think
if you have a choke and a good position, it's good for the archer. But I mean, as a defensive player, if I play, for example, against Czech, and I don't want to play archer mirror, I'll just go for entrances. Okay. But we'll see what they do here. Czech likes Epo riders, so in this particular situation, it's not that bad. It's like when you're undead and you play gargoyle.
Exactly. I wanted to say the same. Like in close position, you can basically play the same thing. Okay. Fixing our overlay. Czech was blue. No, LawLiet is blue, right?
Czech is red. Light is blue.
All right. So we go into the game as well. Maybe the final game for LawLiet. Maybe my hair will be safe now if Czech wins this.
So yeah, no Priestess of the Moon, just Demon Hunter, classic. Archers, and we already can see the Wisp for check here.
Yeah.
So he's gonna, you know, pull the other creep and block it with the Wisp. Pretty standard now.
Forces are under attack.
So no super early harassment. They're just waiting for the heroes and creep the turtles. And then we'll see, I guess.
Maybe things will change if they have a good item.
Slippers.
Yeah.
That's certainly a good item.
Yeah, see.
And gauntlets.
LawLiet's way of thought. I got sleepers, so I don't need to creep the other spot.
Okay. So he's the aggressor now in this game.
And there is this discussion going on: sleeper better or gauntlet better?
Why is there a discussion about it?
Because you get more HP, and if the other DH only do low roll on the damage, maybe the gauntlet is better, maybe not.
But you get armor and damage at the same time.
Yeah, that's true.
And attack speed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think slippers are pretty damn good.
I
Town
I
is
like
under
them better.
siege.
Tier 2 by both players, check a tiny bit ahead.
Mm-hmm.
So this harass at the moment didn't do anything. Check already going for the third archer. LawLiet doing the same. Oh, I hope we get Archer Wars, man.
Well, it certainly does look like this, for now at least. LawLiet is really, really aggressive. You know, just walking around, just telling check, I'm here, so
Yeah.
there's nothing you can do. Right
I'm
now.
ready for you. You might have won the last map, but I'm ready for you. I'm ready for
Oh,
you.
that's bad for LawLiet.
Lost a bit of HP here.
Yeah, and didn't buy the test.
Ah,
That's what he
yeah.
wanted.
Okay, here you got it.
This bug
And
is
the
so
subtle-
annoying sometimes. You get close to the shop, but it's not open.
Yeah, I hope they will
That's,
fix
oh
it.
my god.
It's the same, like...
Do you know why? Why it's
no,
like this?
no
Okay.
idea. It's the same as an undead, like
Players force
when you want to raise skeletons and you stand in front of a corpse for a second. So annoying. Yeah. 4 Moonwells already. More archer production.
How many archers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. It's definitely Archer War.
Yep.
Oh, hell yeah. We're in for a treat, boys and girls, obviously. Mass Engine of War, Naga, Archers. And maybe a few talents here and there.
And maybe glaives.
And maybe Glaives, yeah.
Sometime you can counter it with mass glaives. Because one of the player goes for mass, you know, Ancient of War. We'll see. But for now, no Entrance also. Already a second Ancient of War for LawLiet.
Okay.
So definitely Ancient of War push. Or maybe he expect check to push, so he builds another one.
A town is under
Check is
siege.
still producing
A player's
archers, no Engine of
forces
War
are
for
under
him.
attack.
Ah,
And-
in the middle, he's going for an Engine of Wonders. Interesting.
Very aggressive. He wants to control the middle of the map. Probably put down expansion pretty soon.
Okay. Yeah, he controls the tavern now. This is most likely gonna be a Naga battle. With one Naga dying. But LawLiet,
So-
with that, LawLiet gets the time here.
Yeah,
to pick the
so
slot.
check choose to control the middle instead of getting level 3, so it's a questionable choice, I think.
Well, LawLiet will lose quite a bit of HP and he's being creep-jacked now.
He
This
has
could
to
lead-
TP.
Yeah, he has to. He will
has
lose
to-
a lot of archers. He wants the Torp experience and gets it! Level 3 for him. But now...
So greedy, doesn't want it to be.
Oh shit. Endstairs are coming. Naga's
I-
already there. Man, LawLiet, what are you doing? Losing 2 archers there. With another reveal, he will lose the third one! Check was right. You said it's questionable, but 3 archers.
It would have been perfect for Light if he had TP'd.
Yeah. And the Demon Hunter, man. What's he doing?
Look,
At the end, he might...
If he has to TP now, it's such
Oh,
a
he's
waste.
getting blocked by the archer! Oh no, this is horrendous.
Yeah.
I think just get the tome, TP out. You
Yeah,
might-
exactly.
You lose 1 archer or 2, but that's about it.
You know, sometimes you really hold on to that TP, but maybe you should just use it sometimes.
And especially, like, if you go for Engine of War Wars in the middle of the map,
Yeah, you don't need that TP.
you don't need that TP.
Exactly. We should talk to Lolly after this game.
yeah. Pause, please. I have to coach him.
No, but you know, when you're playing, it's just different.
Now, Check gets his time for level 3. Maybe LawLiet can...
So what's good now for Light? The only advantage is that he's level 3.
Yeah.
Right?
He has the Naga. Maybe he can get some pickups here. But he has 4 archers. Yeah, the Demon Hunter does make quite a big of a difference here. Naga battle, TP out. And I think he can save that one. Yeah, nice mana burn to prevent the next one. Can he
Can
get
he kill the archer?
If he gets a frost arrow out, I think he can. There's
Yeah, he
yeah,
can.
he can. There's definitely enough time with the boots.
And he's gonna kill the shop as well.
No, actually, there's no dust. The archer survives. In the base, no engine of wind, no more engines of war. Expo by LawLiet.
So both players already upgraded the speed of the trees and the armor.
Yeah.
Which is blessing, yeah.
Shop is there. Does he have a staff? Or oh, he doesn't have a staff.
Building his shop again right away.
Yeah.
And Tree of Life, sorry, for check.
A
For
player's
LawLiet.
forces are under attack.
Check.
For check as well. Ah, okay. So both go for
Right, I
extension.
completely missed the LawLiet one. Okay, so interesting, really interesting choice. Usually you first build a few engine of war in the middle, and then you use them to protect the expansion. I mean, it's all the same, I guess.
Naga climbing to level 2. Tome of Intelligence, good for her. Potion of Greater Mana, good for her. Engine of War stays back there. No upgrades, of course. Check will never scout
A
this.
player's forces are under
Never
attack.
scout what?
The expansion of LawLiet.
Well, I expect, I guess.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
think
because
you
he's not
expect-
pressuring now.
Yeah.
Potion of Greater Mana.
I mean, he's probably thinking if I were, LawLiet, I would definitely build an expansion. So
3 and 2 for both heroes. Shop now for check and red spot for LawLiet. What's the best here now?
Player's forces are under
I don't know.
Unholy Aura, maybe?
Yeah.
Bit of cunning. Tome of Intelligence. 6 additional damage for the Demon Hunter. Not that bad. And the next Engine of War coming up.
So LawLiet is going to move the expansion on the red spot, right? That makes more sense.
Yeah. This will not be scouted then.
Okay, how many engine of war? 1, 2, 3, and 1 in under construction. Against 1, 2, 3.
These two Engines
5.
of War are definitely in trouble here if Czech decides to push against that, but I think he wants more Engines of War before.
Oh man, it's a long time I haven't seen that.
No, Naga's not level 3, also not here. Almost the same experience here for both players.
No scroll for LawLiet, but 1 scroll of healing for check.
Fork Lightning, of course, doesn't do too much against archers, thanks to Elun's Grace. Another Engine of War coming up there. Interesting position.
Reminds me of ESWC 2007. Cruel Office against Soju,
Yeah.
but it was Bear against Mass Archer. Ended in like 10 minutes.
4 Engines of War here for LawLiet. Seems to have the better position at the moment, but Czech building a shop there. I really like that move.
Yep.
LawLiet is not doing that.
Oh man.
So crazy. 43 supply against 40. And yeah, okay, Czech is not supply step there. Expansion is entangling for Czech already. Same for LawLiet. And yeah, here we go. The Archer Wars begin.
Oh man, no stuff from LawLiet.
True. Czech got it now. Hero focus is really hot on that Naga. I think Czech is realizing now that there's no staff. There is 1 potion though. But no shop for him. He's not building it. No. Okay, now can he afford to go back now? I don't know.
Oh man.
And at the moment, like at that moment, I'm really really glad we have the 16x9 hack.
Yeah, that's a large battlefield. No wisps for repairing. That's too bad.
Well, LawLiet has some, but he doesn't want to
Should
send them
use
in. Oh, the Demon Hunter dives in. Naga doesn't
Naga,
have
really bad
anything. Oh, that might have been a big mistake by LawLiet. Will he
Oh my
fighting over
God.
killed, but the Demon Hunter surrounded, and he kills him. Level 4 and 3, and now what? Without your mass damage, I think he can get him back from the tavern. He has 500 gold. The Demon Hunter should be careful. Here he comes again. But that was a massive advantage. And now level 4. Level 2 evasion against mass archers.
It's crazy.
is
Czech has the
incredible.
staff, but he didn't use it.
Yeah, wasn't
That's crazy.
in range or something.
Didn't
Unbelievable.
pay attention, I guess.
And now the Engines of War are down. No wood shield anymore up front. And LawLiet, I think, can just press A-click and do this. He has to take care of his Demon Hunter. If there's another Fork Lightning coming, he might be dead. Ah, but there's the step. Finally.
3 more Enchanted 4 for a check. Full HP.
39 supply against 51.
LawLiet very confident building another expansion. Just right there.
Okay.
I think it's probably...
Is it overcommitment there?
Yeah, I think you should just stick with archers and Enchanted 4 now.
Even hunter with an invo potion here. Fork lightning again, kills another archer. But this exposes
Naga-
his
your
Naga a
Naga-
bit.
Naga's
Yeah,
dead.
but dies now. Whoa, that was quick. But can he get the revenge kill? I don't think so. There's no control in this army anymore. The Engines of War are
The
losing
second
health as
expansion
well.
is really... I don't know why. Why would you do that?
Czech is coming back into this game.
Yeah, of course. More archer, more Enchanted 4.
Yeah. Oh man. Is LawLiet giving away the second game in a row? It looked so good. And he has to give up this position. Czech owns the back of the turtle now. Is there anything...
So many Enchanted 4 for check.
I mean, how? At one point, there was like... LawLiet had all the engines.
Yeah.
But I think he built them in the back then.
I think the key in that strategy is to always build Enchanted 4.
Yeah.
Always, always, always.
So supply doesn't really matter, since the Engine of
Yeah.
War, of course, doesn't take them. Naga's
But
back.
LawLiet at some point he stopped building Enchanted 4 and
Yeah.
they built another expansion.
Super greedy. I mean, he was super confident when he killed the Demon Hunter, obviously, but...
Can you afford to be that confident when you're down in the match? You
Now
know?
he has to like build the Engines of War in the main,
Yeah.
which takes forever to send them there, and
Czech-
Czech is going tier 3.
Czech doesn't make the same mistake. He knows all he has to do now is build a lot,
Yeah.
like a shitload of Enchanted 4. Let's say it.
Yeah.
And just
4.
steamroll in the base and
And he can easily expand there now. I mean,
yeah.
now
Now
you
of course he can, yeah. Because he actually has a real advantage.
A player's forces are under attack.
So Czech has to figure out that LawLiet has an expansion. And then it should be his for the taking.
I think he knows, but doesn't care. Just push in the main, right? How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
LawLiet has
Oh
to
my
buy
God.
time. That's the only thing that can help him here. But of course then there's the expansion ticking against him. Maybe a hero kill, but there's potions.
Maybe. Yeah.
Fork lightning coming in, he's going for the Demon Hunter. This could be the end for LawLiet, but he uses the first potion, the Moon Juice is empty.
No potion anymore for LawLiet.
And there's no shop again, right? Gets rid of one Engine of War. But it's not too much experience. Level 4 on Czech now as well!
Staff, please. Okay.
Okay, there's the shop, I see. Maybe it's a... Okay, he bought 2.
Well, good defense, you must say, for LawLiet here.
Killed 2 Engines of War. Kept his heroes alive.
But Czech is like, you know what? I just buy time.
Yeah.
I'll have 2 expansions soon.
And he can produce so many archers now. There on the back of the turtle. Constantly producing against
1,200 gold for Czech. Almost a second expansion up and tier 3, by the way.
Yeah. What did
So-
he go for?
Priestess of the Moon or Tinker, Dark Ranger,
Dark Ranger, I think. And a Hunter's Hall
Anthrasol.
for marksmanship upgrade, man.
Yeah.
That is so sick in those games. With mass archers, this pays off so well. Mana burns the Naga here, so that's no fog lightning.
Yeah, he's definitely just buying time now. Czech.
I mean, he keeps him contained here. LawLiet can't break through this.
Oh my. He's going to, what, 2,000 gold?
He banks a lot.
Yeah, maybe
that's a
you should use
mistake.
gold.
LawLiet is breaking upkeep very early. But I think he has to.
1,000 gold, 100 wood.
Okay, he's going Hunter's Hall and tier 3 as well. But Czech can do upgrades now. Czech can do marksmanship now. Czech can get a 3rd hero now.
Yep. Hell, you can just go,
Bears?
4 glaives, 4x4.
Ah, yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Yeah, LawLiet trying to, gain some time. It's true, like,
That's pretty
as
good.
long as the gold mine's not up, it's only one expansion, right?
Orb of Venom, of course.
Yeah.
Got that. Oh, he's trying to block the Demon Hunter there. Forces another potion. Staff
Dark
is
Ranger for Czech.
Yeah, that could be so
Soon
many
enough, it's gonna be a
skeletons.
lot of skeletons, yeah.
Usually at that point, we see the Dark Ranger with silence first, but of course that makes no sense here. Now we...
Priestess of the Moon, they've been great as well.
Do you think makes that much difference? Just, I mean, it's 10%.
Yeah.
Plus 1. Maybe plus 2 with marksmanship.
SD research.
Town is under siege.
It's very expensive. I think it's like 175 lumber or something.
Okay. Oh yeah, he has no lumber.
Yeah, that's the problem with this strategy is you're always out of lumber.
He's going for an upgrade in the altar. In the altar, in the hunter stall. Stalling again, but not killing too much.
Yeah, that's. I don't understand how LawLiet has more supply than Czech. Whatever.
But isn't he sacrificing his Engines of War now? He has to commit to something if they are here, right? Because he has no backup, I guess. Not too much.
Inventory is a bad position. Using the potion
He
here.
has no potion.
2 glaives for LawLiet.
Trying to get the Naga here, but staff out before. But now the Naga of Czech is out of position, but he can't control her.
Yeah, it's gonna send her to the shop probably by. Hell, you can even buy a TP if you want.
Yeah, yes.
So much gold. Yeah.
2 glaive throwers could shoot through here, I guess, but I don't know if you have vision. No, LawLiet is forced back. I mean, he can do.
LawLiet is transitioning to glaive throwers. 2 more in the into the force.
Okay.
But I'm afraid it's not going to be enough, right? It's so many units from Czech.
A player's forces are under
How many wisps does Czech has?
I have no idea, man.
2 injured floors for Czech.
Okay.
So probably going for bears
Yeah.
anytime soon. Oh,
Woo-hoo-hoo! That could have been game right there. But staff. And now, once again, the Ents are marching forward. Good concave, but how long will this last? It is good damage. He has the first upgrade.
200 of war for LawLiet near the expansion of Czech, doing nothing, basically. That's a waste.
He could attack them.
Yeah.
Again, heal potion being used. Can he use a fork lightning? Nope, he can't. And now it's daytime. LawLiet's moon juice is completely gone.
Is it happening? Is Czech kicking LawLiet out of the tournament?
Looks like it, man.
Yep.
And he's going for the Demon Hunter. Last chance. Demon Hunter TP.
Has to buy a TP in
triggered.
his own base.
Uh-oh, Naga.
Tipping into his expansion, right side of the map.
This expansion is gone. There's no shop. And he can just stand very, very comfortably here in this base.
Yep.
a player's forces are under attack.
What a surprise. I mean, Czech had an easy group. We were wondering how good is he really, losing to So-In in the first round. Seems like, man, I can't believe it. Everybody thought LawLiet would take this easily.
Yeah, it's surprising, really.
And here we have another surprise, as you say. What's that? And a TP again. He can't afford this TP for the second time.
700 gold in 30 seconds.
Yeah, gold mine almost empty. He built a few moon wells in the shop back. But 3 gold mines.
Bears are on the battlefield.
Here they are. Adept upgrade still, but master upgrade is cute actually behind that, and he's supply stuck, so
Town is
can't
under
get that.
Oh, at least he got the war. The
Roar and,
The roar,
reju. Yeah, there's no dispel. So. Another upset here at GCS is super close. LawLiet needs a miracle. Maybe a Demon Hunter kill there, but I don't think so. The Naga taking so
Naga
much
is going to
damage,
die.
and the Naga is dead without that. He can only aim for the Demon Hunter as far as he can, but Invo Potion again. If this Demon Hunter dies, then LawLiet is
Third
out.
TP.
He's TPing again. He gets a bear, yeah, but his main base is toast.
is he like just toying with Czech right now?
I know.
Just tipping back and forth.
a town is under siege.
Of course, you don't want to give up that tournament.
Oh, of course, of course. You should fight until the very end, that's
Yeah.
true.
Can he get the Naga back somehow? He does have 100 gold, okay.
76 supply against 42, man. I believe in miracles, but this is more than a miracle if it
Yeah,
happens.
if this... I don't know what I do when this actually works for LawLiet.
No hair at all.
No hair.
And this is probably the last fight for LawLiet.
Czech is occupying the base here. The Naga is being rebuilt in the altar, but I mean, it will spawn right in front of Czech's feet. Demon Hunter super low. Has another potion. But for how much longer? He spent so much time that he desperately needs on town portals there.
Yeah, he's not even gonna let the Naga come back to life.
Oh yeah.
No more at all.
A
Yeah.
player's forces are under
And without the Naga right-click damage, it's a mission impossible.
LawLiet really holding on for his life now.
a town is under siege.
What does he have? 3 glaive, 2 archers.
Check is at 90 supply.
Yeah. Jesus.
1-1 upgrade on the bears.
1-0 on the archers,
Yeah.
plus roar. 3 euros. 4-4-2.
GG!
And that GG.
Checkmate! LawLiet is out. The next upset here in GCS Winter. Check in the semi-final of the World Championship. That is unbelievable.
Would have
But
thought.
well deserved, I guess.
Yeah, of course. Of course, well deserved.
I mean, the game on Last Refuge was so nuts. But he held on. Like, he was in a desperate situation. Like, not as crazy as LawLiet was now, but he made it work to turn that crazy game around. And here, he just played it way smarter, I think.
Yeah. Way smarter, maybe less mistake than LawLiet as well.
I think that the actual key moment was when I think LawLiet won the first fight, actually.
Yeah, that's true.
Czech was down to 0 engines of wars, and then from then on, everything went wrong, I guess, for
LawLiet
LawLiet.
decided, for some reason, to build another Tree of Life.
Yeah.
I mean, it's easy to, redo the game when
Yes,
you're just
yes, of course,
casting,
of course.
but I mean, as a player, I still think that if you had just, snowball using this advantage, building more Ancient of War and more Archer.
On the other side, if this works, he wins the game.
Yeah, that's true. But a bit of overconfidence, I think.
Yeah.
I feel.
That's the end. LawLiet will not continue his run with Back to Warcraft offline participations. Not on the bronze medal, not the silver medal, not the grand final. He's out.
So he's not going to be invited for. Or
Yeah,
is
and
he?
that, yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
he's not going to be invited for GCS, for Super GCS. It's either going to be Czech or Focus. And to be honest, I don't know if we see the last game of today. Like, if
Not sure,
Foggy versus Romantic will be played
It's
today.
10:30 p.m. here,
Yeah.
so
Pretty late.
not even sure if Foggy is around.
I haven't seen him today.
Yeah, me neither.
So, we don't know. Czech, man, what a story. GCS Fall, he was so good. And
Yep.
I think he dropped out like a little undeservedly last time at GCS. I was really sorry for him.
Would he lose to last time?
Against TH, it was super close, like 2-1.
Oh yeah,
And he
you're
could
right,
have won there, I guess. And so I felt really bad for him there, but this time, and it's always like some Koreans surprise all the time. It's pretty nuts. And this time it's Czech and Focus at the same time. 2 Koreans in the semifinal. That's pretty nuts.
So Focus against TH and Czech.
It is today. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we will see one more match here today. We will conclude the quarterfinals, and we have Foggy stepping in the ring. Foggy Balboa, Harry Potter against Romantic.
Yeah, I saw the little dance.
Yeah.
It was nice.
It was nice, you think?
Yeah.
I think
Cute.
it was a little embarrassing, but whatever helps
it's
Foggy to
for
take
fun,
the
man.
championship.
Yeah.
Whatever helps him, man. It doesn't matter. I think LawLiet doesn't want to go for an interview right now. He must be pretty disappointed. Yeah, it's not... we don't want to force him into anything. But yeah, get your hype machines out. Send your energy along to Foggy, to Shanghai, to us. Foggy needs it. He beat Romantic before, but Romantic was insanely strong against 1-2-0, and then he eliminated both of them.
That was impressive.
Yesterday. That was crazy sick. I mean, maybe not the best 1-2-0 we've ever seen. Maybe not the best Lin, but of course, you need to be the player that make people look weak. And that was Romantic 2 days ago.
He did kick 120 out of the tournament, so you cannot take any credit out of this.
Exactly.
Great. I think I saw the last map, the tank.
Oh,
tank
yeah.
Game,
Quad workshop, like 4 workshops.
Crazy.
I hope this will not happen to Foggy. It's Night versus Human. A lot of stuff is possible.
But I feel like Foggy has a really great matchup against tank. So
yeah, I agree.
Played a lot in China, I mean, on NetEase, so...
He learned a lot from Moon there, I guess, who was also very great in defending this. And he defeated Romantic twice at GCS.
Yeah. Oh, I just saw Worker.
Okay.
Worker just passing by.
We tried to get some insights about how Foggy is doing. We sent you into a small commercial break.
Hi.
And we will be back with a final quarterfinal. Who will meet Czech in the semis? It's Foggy or Romantic. We'll be right back.